Shepherd. My company is Crystal Edge Technology Screens. We're doing some more test demonstrations on that Dark and Visible Nova 19. So now I have it sitting up in the window. We have it in a fully lit environment as always. We have it sitting up in the window, taking in direct window light, even though it's cloudy outside. But as I said before, we already have test demonstrations on the technology having the ability to be able to pull images up outside in direct sunlight. We have two versions of this. We have a dark gray now, and we also have this one we call fusion color. We will be developing a darker version of this, which will be a straight black, and the other one's going to be a bit of a mystery. I haven't decided which color we're going to use on that one. Now, this particular product, we can change out the colors. We can change it up to any color we want at will. It's designed to take on, like I said, a direct hit from sunlight. It's designed to take a lot of ambient light. Technology is designed to be peeled off when the owner or user does not want to use it anymore. You can clean the screen easily. You don't have to do a lot of scraping or a power wash or whatever to remove the substance from your surface. And as you can see, it looks absolutely incredible. And these are different demonstrations we're going to be going about the house doing. Now, if there was, the way this stuff activates is pretty interesting. If we had this away from the window, you can see crystal clear the front and rear of the screen. If this was sitting in the window, if we had sunlight pushing in, you wouldn't be able to see the screen here at all. You would actually be able to pick up the screen outside. So how this stuff works is if we have it in the window, there's a lot of sunlight hitting that window. You won't be able to see the screen too well here. It actually activates on the opposite side, which is pretty interesting. So we're in here having a ball with it, testing it out, seeing how it's going to react. And this is something, if you want to place a screen in your window, you could do that with this technology and not worry about the image washing out or fading. Now keep in mind, this is for rear projection. The technology has to be able to filter light. So you can't have this on a surface that's not rear projection. Light has to be able to pass through the surface. So if you're basically using this for indoors, it has to be painted on some kind of surface that light can transfer back and forth through the screen, because that's how the screen energizes. There has to be a transfer of light back and forth. Oh, I definitely do this abstract part right here. I'll come over here with your angle gain. Actually, I need to get that projector out of the way. That's better. There we go. Couldn't quite pick up the angle gain with the projector. Ultra short though, so it's right there on the side. There you go. There's the angle gain right there. I'm telling you, I mean, this is going to be a new form of advancement in technology and projection screens. The fact that you can have this thing sitting literally in your window and it still can maintain a bright, beautiful image. Color's not going to fade. It's not going to wash out. It can maintain nice, bright, beautiful colors. You're not going to get a washed out image. And this is the lighter version, even though it's dark. It is the lighter version of the technology that we make under this particular product. Like I said, it's going to be about 4 of these. She's making me want to design a few for myself and put them up in the windows. I can imagine watching TV. The windows would be kind of hot. Now, like I said, the way this stuff is developed, the way it's made, if you had this in your window, sunlight was pushing through. The image here would be gone. the image on the opposite side would pick up automatically, which we displayed outside. I'm going to post a couple links at the bottom. We're going to be posting all our test demonstrations at the bottom as we go along. We still have a lot more testing to go on this. The ones we displayed were the easier ones. Now, as you can see, light is transferring to the screen. And the screen is still able to maintain a nice dark image contrast levels without fading out or washing. Let me get that remote control. 4K fish, YouTube. I don't know why I'm saying that. I'm actually on YouTube. This was a demonstration that was trying to be mimicked under our technology. I'm going to show you how it's supposed to look. Now this is without sunlight making contact with the screen. The screens can produce an image with contact, with sunlight hitting the screen. But this is what the technology looks like in the window. So when I told you, and I was looking at the video, I told you the video was blurred. Didn't look right. That's how it's supposed to look. It's supposed to be clean all the way across. It's not supposed to be blurry and faded. And you're supposed to be to pick it up on an angle. Watch this. See? That's supposed to be picked up on an angle. See the distances over where my projector's at? See where I'm sitting at? Watch this. I'm sit here, and I can watch the screen from right here. Let me move my controller right here out of the way. Move my controller out of the way. Put that over there. Supposed to be to see the screen. On an angle. Now, like I said, we do these outside on a sunny day. So we know the screen can pick up outside, not a problem. We already did those demonstrations already. If I'm doing this inside and I have it sitting inside the window, as you can see, there's plenty of window light pushing in, and we got plenty of light inside. It's not dark inside the room. And the demonstration that was displayed, like I said, we're going to be using those demonstrations from now on to show people exactly what and why they can't make the product. It's a little more complicated than that. It's not that easy. So as you can see, I can sit here and you can see my fish tank crystal clear from the side. On top of that, we have plenty of light in the environment, which we're displaying. All right, let's do a video compare. See how this pulls up. And if you look at my window sill, nice and bright, as you can see, even though we don't have sunlight outside. So this is the equivalent if we had light on the side of the street, which we're going to be doing this again. But as I said before, sunlight, when it hits the screen, as I showed you in the other demonstration, when we did direct sunlight, it doesn't show up on this side. It shows up on the opposite side. And it has to be painted, which we're going to have in those instructions for those companies. It has to be painted on plexiglass. It can be any surface that it wants to be, but it has to be transparent because light has to transfer back and forth through the screen. It's very important. If you paint this on a surface where light can't transfer through, it's not going to work. That's why it's important to follow the instructions. And we never had that problem with companies. We never had that problem with companies. Companies are going to follow it to a T. They'll bring in a professional to get the job done. Now, some people say, well, how can we not offer it to your customers? This is a complicated product to apply. It's not that easy. It requires multiple layers, and you have to know how to use a paint sprayer. You mess this up, you're out $600. That's all to it. So that's why we're actually issuing it for companies only, because they will come with a professional. It'll be done. We will have less mistakes. People buy this, not even know what they're buying, and mess it up, and then basically they're going to be griped and upset with us. No, this is strictly for companies. This is why we made it. It has to be done. Certain products we have to make it a certain way so everybody can use it to make it more easy. Like these screens are easy to paint on. They're easy to do. This stuff, on the other hand, is much more complicated. You can't stand in front of it with the paint sprayer. You have to be to do a dusting. You know what a dusting is on when you paint a screen. Some people feel that they have to apply a heavy coating in order to get results. No, it's a dusting. So you have to know exactly how much to apply to a dusting when you paint the screen. You should be able to pick up a paint sprayer. Literally, if you know what you're doing, you should be able to pick up a paint cannon. You can tell exactly how much fluid is in the cup just by basically the weight of the cannon. Some people can't pick that up. You haven't been painting long enough. You could tell without even looking at the cup on exactly how much is in there. I'm not saying that some people, all my customers, I got customers that are professional painters, but like I said, we offer that to everybody. It's gonna have problems behind it. And I really don't feel like hearing the, oh, we didn't paint this way or paint that way. No. See how that's applied on that surface? It's a perfect coating. I don't like going through it. All right, let me see. Besides, we're going to just deal with for companies anyway. We were on the wrong area. We're in our videos. Are we in our videos? Here we go. Let's match this up to this video real quick. Let's see. Still doing the same dumb stuff. And again, why is your sample sheet so small? Number one. Number two, your environment is too dark. That doesn't even match the screen at all whatsoever. Another failed attempt. Let's move on. We don't have time for this nonsense. He doesn't do anything correctly. And again, the invisible technology is designed to take direct hits from the sun. That's the main key feature. Not doing any of the demonstrations at all. So he's cutting corners. We're not going to bother with that. We got to move on. Never peeled the screen to begin with. Never did any of the demonstrations at all whatsoever. I could never understand it. When we do demonstrations, why do people pick and choose what parts of the demonstrations they want to do and still consider that to be acceptable? You have to do everything in the demonstration. I never understand that nonsense. But anyway, let's move on. Okay, so this is the first one right here that he had in the window, displaying the same fish we are displaying right now. As you can see on an angle right there. You can see my screen right there on an angle. And you can see his right there. Direct sunlight. I have to explain this to him again. The demonstration that we displayed yesterday, the screen number one has to be peeled off the surface, showing that that's what our technology is trying to do, clean peel. Second, you haven't done any demonstrations in direct sunlight. That's what you're supposed to display. You're not doing anything that you're supposed to do. Never mind, forget it. We all know what he does. He cuts corners, so he doesn't do anything. So, okay, you see how the screen comes up right here? It doesn't show at all. That's why I told you when I was looking, I was like, wow, that's really bad. That is really, really bad. That, he considers that to be acceptable. That's supposed to be an image that's supposed to be acceptable. Look at that. Now, in the demonstration we did first, we did a demonstration, of course. Look at it outside. Look at the angle gain on it. It's horrible. Absolutely horrible. You know what he's mad about? He's mad that this technology is being contracted by companies. That's what he's ticked off about. He's mad because we designed a product that's directed from sunlight and that we have companies interested in buying this technology for a lot of money. And he's mad about that. And that's why he's coming up with these videos trying to say, oh, I can do the same thing. And that looks nothing like our technology right there. Look how bad that looks. If you own a storefront, you're advertising you own fish. Would you put that in your window? That's bad. Now, if you notice, like I said, when he did the demonstration, there was no sunlight making contact with the screen whatsoever. None at all, period. We're doing this on a cloudy day. And I still had more light in my environment, because look at the windowsill. See, when you look at the windowsill, see how dark the windowsill is? It means there's no light in the inside of the house making contact. Look at the inside of the windowsill right here in the demonstration. It's well lit, as you can see, because there's plenty of light in the environment to make contact with the screen inside and outside. So these are the things that the professionals notice. See right here? There's no light, which means he has no real physical light inside the house at all. So you're not really showing an image at all, period. Your screen is completely washed out. There's nothing there. It looks exactly like the same window over here. I have two windows in here. Oops, I'm not dropping my mouse. You can tell one from the other. Now this is how it's supposed to look. That's the image you're supposed to pull up. And if you look at my windowsill from here to here, plenty of light. As you can see, plenty of light. Cutting corners. Like I said, always cutting corners. Always cutting corners. Let's come out of here. Let's go over into, leave out of here for a minute. Let's go. Now that's when he thought the screen was clear. That's the first mistake he made. The screen wasn't clear. Actually, it was a dark gray screen. So then he went back in and he mixed this stuff together, which is a mixture of poly and black paint. Not a good mixture at all, period. It comes up muddy. It comes up extremely dirty. Two elements don't mix too well. LG 4K Foods. This is how the image is supposed to look. It's supposed to be clean, not dirty, not muddy, but it's supposed to be clean. That's what happens if you mix poly with black paint. It doesn't blend well. It comes up really gritty. The food is supposed to look realistic. And in that demonstration he did, never peeled the screen, never put objects behind it, excuse me, and no direct sunlight demonstration. Let's see if we can find that Japanese one. Here we go, the one with the red plate. That's how it's supposed to look. LG 4K. Let me see if we can switch it out. I can even see my menu. So you can't go in and do it because menu because you can't see it. 4K. So bottom line is, for his shortcuts are, he made the screen dark enough now. So now he's saying it's the same thing as ours. Buddy, you got to peel the screen. These screens are designed to be peeled and dissolved. You have to be to show, and sunlight, demonstration. Sunlight has to make contact with the screen. You still have to display white levels. You have to display contrast, color, all that. I guarantee I don't see one sun demonstration on that technology at all, period. You claim you did the same thing. And that product looks nothing like the product we told you to make. That screen's not black. That screen's far from black. You got the wrong color. But let's move on. Let me see. We need OG. Why does it keep giving to me that way? I don't want that. Take that out. Give me what I asked for. I swear, I think this thing has a mind of its own. LG. And I want space on that one. I want 4K. I should hook my gaming system up to this thing and see what this thing plays like. I haven't had a chance to do that yet. 4K. Now these are side-by-side demonstrations what we're doing right now, which we send to companies, showing them the difference between people trying to make our product. He said, what if somebody tries to make our product, and how our side-by-sides look compared to theirs. So yeah, these are sent out. Let me see, 4K. Give me 4K foods. 4K foods. 4K. I just a few minutes ago. There we go, 4K. And let's go spaces again. Space. Foods. Not that. There we go. Yeah, the fruit, everything is supposed to be realistic. Let me find what I'm looking for. I want the foods. It's certain what I'm looking for. Come on. Odyssey. Let me see what we're looking for in this one. All these are going to pop. Look at this. No problem. I just can't wait till tomorrow, because at least tomorrow we get sunlight in, and that's what I need to really test this stuff. Too easy. So the image is supposed to come up. It's supposed to be clean. Now, regardless, you can do all the videos you want. Our stuff is already contracted already. We're locked in already. We have sent out samples already with NDAs attached to them already. We've been locked in. So you can do all the little videos you want. They don't care. They already know who you are. They basically seen your video demonstrations. They don't care for what you do. So your efforts are pointless. As in the same thing when you try to do demonstrations against our black screen paint, which continues to sell, and all other products that continue to sell. It's pointless. You don't match your demonstration. And the interesting thing about it is when I talk to customers, the first thing they say is, what is wrong with you? As clearly you can see that you are a very jealous person of our work. Very jealous of our work. Ooh, what's this right here? Oh, we've done this one. Why are they changing? I can't say they changed the thumbnail of it, and then basically it's the same video. Why is that sharp on such a small scale? Measurement on small scale, just to fill out the whole thing. Well, we'll just do this one right here. I'm not getting what I want out of this. There it is. I was like, where the freak is this thing at? And they're hunting this thing down. I know I've seen this video somewhere before in here. There we go. Let's go back a little bit. I want to catch that red tray real quick. Now, you see the color of this red tray? See how the food reflects off of it? So you can see the shine coming off the window wherever they have it displayed at. See how clean that looks? That's how it looks on his screen. See? That's how it looks on his screen. See the difference? Very, very, very dirty, dull image. It's supposed to look bright. It's supposed to look realistic. You're selling you're selling a product, so it's supposed to look clean, not dirty. And images are supposed to be faded out. It's supposed to be clean. So if a restaurant is advertising off their glass and people are coming in to look at their food, you want something that's going to look appetizing, something that you want to eat. Not something you're going to look at, it looks like it's been sitting around in a fallout shelter for 15 to 16 years. You don't want an image like that. People advertise, they want the best they want, best they can get. All right, so let's move on. It's sad when you get people that are so obsessed with our company and what we do that this is how hard they try and this is how hard they fail. Look how dirty that image looks. Japanese cherry blossoms. Even my commercials come up better. Crystal clear. Someone was advertising makeup. Look at that. You're supposed to be able to read the subtitle. Everything is supposed to be clean on there. If they're advertising, everything's supposed to come up clean. Relaxing Japanese cherry blossoms. You're supposed to see everything. Text, all that has to come up. Because say somebody's putting a menu, they're putting a price list up on there. You have to be able to read that price list off that glass. You should be able to see the difference between the individual trees and the flowers. See? That's how it's supposed to look. It's supposed to be realistic. Not supposed to look like that. Yeah, you can barely see that. Now look at the image here. Big difference. There you go. I'll let y'all watch that for a minute. See how it's done. Okay. So that is completely failed. And again, in the demonstration, like I said, when you're dealing with poly and black paint, two things are going to happen. Put into less, your screen comes up this kind of grayish color right here. See this grayish color right here? That's the color it comes up. You put too much of it in, it gets really, really dirty, it gets really muddy. So again, still never peeled the screen. When I'm done with that screen, I can peel it off and start off with a new one. I can use that same surface over and over again. I don't have to basically buy new surfaces. I can just peel off and put another one on there. That's what it's designed to do when you get done with it. So, bottom line, he failed at thinking the screen was supposed to be, it was supposed to be clear. And then he turned around, he tried again, and he tried to make it a little darker by mixing poly and black paint, and that failed. Now, let's see what other attempts he's already tried again. Now, we came out with this particular product right here. We gave him permission, so you can make the product. You have to pour it out, show exactly what it looks like, gave him a bunch of rules. Bet you can't follow any of them at all. Let's see if he peeled the screen. If he took the screen and put it out in the sunlight. If we did any of the demonstrations that we did in our demonstrations that match our product. Why isn't the screen outside? If that's supposed to be a Nova, that's supposed to be an invisible screen. So let me see. This is supposed to be, okay, this is supposed to be CROW's HD Cinema Black Screen Paint Mix. So let me get this straight in this video right here. All right, you didn't make any of the products. So from there, we already know from the door, you didn't make any of the products. You didn't make this screen or any of the products you made. You spend your time ridiculing black technology, and now you're trying to develop black technology. That kind of makes you a bit of a hypocrite. So you sold on all your customers, told them that stay away from black screens. That's not the way to go. Light screens are the best way to go. And now you're basically trying to develop a black screen, which means I was right the entire time. So basically, you just announced that I've been right the entire time. And again, if you're going to develop a black screen, you have to do more testing than that. A lot of testing than that when you develop a black screen. You're going to put white screen. All the slander you did against black screens, well, pretty much since you did all that slandering, you would have to do the exact same thing. And we tested this stuff outside and it didn't do too well. Black screens can pull images up. Our technology can pull images outside at 180 inches. And we also had the unmatched, unchallenged demonstration we have done. So no, we don't consider yourself to be a threat at all, period at all. You don't pass any of the test demonstrations that Novas have to go under. You can't test against any certified screens. How does it react to ultra short throw projectors? What's the angle gain on an ultra short throw projector? Because some darker screens don't pick up on ultra short throws at all. On top of that, you're going to have to display it on a much bigger surface than this, because as I said before, and this is supposed to be a product that you already had, and you're displaying it on a surface this small. The more compact packed, the more enclosed the surface is, the sharper and brighter the image is going to come up. So you're automatically cheating from the door. As you can see, there's no over expansion, which means the projector is not overlapping the screen and hitting the back. at all, which means if you were doing that, that would show you would be expanding the pixels and stressing them out, but you're not doing that. You're fitting it perfectly to that little tiny area right there. I can paint over a surface with just black paint. And if I can squeeze it in that little area like that, you would pick up a much sharper and much brighter image, much like the Valve projectors do when they tried to mimic 4K by pushing the pixels together. That is an absolute fail for black technology. It is. You have to have that on a much larger screen. Projector must be pulled back even farther to do the demonstration. So no. After 4 years, yeah, your black cinema mix, no, buddy, that's a fail. Let me show you a test on how we do black screens. Well, actually, we got them all around here. We got them all around the whole entire house. And this is supposed to be the invisible product. He's going at it again. Let's see what this one comes up to. But no, we're the experts in black screens. You don't come close to it. Again, what is the deal with the little tiny sheets, man? Oh my goodness, that is such a sad attempt. Look. And again, he has it fitting. Windows block right there. Look at that. That window's supposed to be open. Yeah, that's me right there. My kitchen is bigger, literally, than your entire... I'm not going to say anything about it. My kitchen's huge. And what are you saying? My screen sits out. So you're showing my screen sitting outside the window, right? Your blinds are shut right here. Oh, you're such a freaking idiot. You're not even smart enough to do your own demonstrations. Number one, your sample sheet's too small. Number two, projector is sitting too close to the screen. Number three, look how the projector is pushed into that little small area, which is going to give you a bright and more sharper image. Why aren't these blinds opened up? Matter of fact, this is supposed to be in the window on the opposite side of the glass. That's why it has, we call it ambient light killing technology or sun killer technology. You completely missed the entire demonstration. Did you peel the screen in the demonstration? Because they're designed to be removed. That wasn't even done. So I told you he was going to half it. He was going to darken the screen, which he did. He was going to stand behind the back of it and try to say, hey, you can't see anything on the other end. Wait. There's something else missing here too. There's something real seriously missing here. Oh, he messed up big time. I'm going to show you what he did. I'm going to keep looking at it right here. Put the screen in the window. That's why it's called sun killer technology. How come your screen's not in the window? And why is your sample sheet so small? Anytime you do a demonstration where a screen sits in the window, the sample sheet has to be big enough so enough light actually graces the screen. By the size of his screen and how the projector is pushed up so close on the screen, this is what's causing him to be able to pull up a much more tighter and more brighter image. That's the trick. So this is what I'm going to tell you in the end, right here, and you'll see it. Again, your screen is supposed to be outside, not inside. I told you, look at this. You see how dirty it looks? That's why throughout the entire demonstration when he was displaying the screen and the white levels, if he had showed the white levels on the back of that surface, you would have saw a very dirty image pop up. because he has a lot of black paint in the poly, and that's what would have caused it. He did it in the star field demonstration because it would cloak it much better. You're supposed to be to show back and front. That's when I was looking at the video, I was like, something's wrong here. And throughout the entire video, he never really went to the back of the screen to display the back of the screen. You're supposed to show both sides. It's front and rear technology. On top of that, that little bit of window light that you're displaying on the screen is a complete fail, because the screen is supposed to be outside. That's what it's designed to do. That's the whole purpose of the technology. Nope, buddy, you failed. All right, this is where we're going to show you where he's made his mistake at. Number one, through the whole entire video, he kept the blind shut. Number two, he didn't even go behind the back of the screen. Image is way too small. That's the size of my image on my screen right now. Now, let me show you again how it's done, and another failed attempt. Ah, these people, boy, I tell you. When we paint our screens, we first paint them, they're painted on 5x5s when we first do them. After they finish the 5x5s, they can't start a test until they're actually painted on an official size screen, which has to be on a 92-inch or the 100-inch downstairs. Once they pass those tests on that, then they go to these big screens right here, you're seeing right here, and this is what we display off. I wouldn't make a product that I had way back and bring it back and say, hey, look, this is how clean the image looks, so and so and so. You can't compare it to our technology whatsoever. Our technology beat 18 certified projection screens, ultra short throw demonstrations, outside demonstration screens against white screens over 0.9 gain. We've done just about everything on that technology. So no, that little sample sheet right there, you need to have this on something much bigger than that. But let me show you how things are done. Let me see. If I get my name to pop up there. Crystal H. Wait a minute. I'm gonna bring my keyboard over here to me. Good gracious. This is why you don't get contracts. Again, Captain Corner Cutter. Let me show you what you did wrong. See, Crystal H. It's the demonstration we just did. When we display the screens, look at the size of the sample sheet. We display the images on both sides. We show everything. Now, the reason why he did the Starfield demonstration, because the Starfield demonstration was going to show less of the imperfections that you were going to see on the surface. He's mixing poly and black paint together. So you put too much black into it. As I told you before, that's what he's going to do, because the first demonstration he tried to do, the screen came up too light and he wasn't able to do the demonstration correctly. So he was going to actually mix more black into it. That's what he's going to do. Now, what he did was he did the demonstration on a small piece, which would have given him a much more sharper and brighter image. He kept it still in a dark environment away from the window. The curtains should have been, if you're going to be doing a demonstration, those curtains should always be open at all times so you can see how the screen is going to react to certain color and contrast. You can't just pick certain times to basically lift the screen up. You should have been walking around that screen the entire time, showing the back in front of the screen every time you basically displayed something different on the screen. It should have been displayed back and forth. The reason why I didn't do that, because if he had pulled the white level on that screen, it would have came up dirty. I know this. We've mixed poly and black paint. We know what it does. We've done those tests already before. Woo, man. When people see that. Well, that happens. Let's see. Now there we are outside. That's how that screen is supposed to be displayed. They're sun killers. Just like that technology we showed you, taking a direct hit from the sunlight. That's the key feature of that technology. It has to pull images outside with direct sunlight, nail on the screen. Failed attempt. In the demonstration we displayed, you didn't show the angle gain on the surface that you displayed. You didn't show the angle gain next to the window with the window open. The window should have been open at all times. You should have been displaying the angle gain of the screen. You didn't do that. That technology is designed to be peeled off. You didn't do that either. That's one of the key features also too, that the person who basically paints this on their storefront window can easily remove the product at will. It was never done. And if you want to talk about black screens, well, that is my kingdom right there. The fact that you displayed that image on that little tiny piece actually proves nothing at all. Because a screen can deteriorate depending on how big the screen is and depending on how much light is in the environment. Another demonstration outside. Let me see what we got going on here. These images of outer space, including a starfield demonstration, were produced outside with sunlight making contact with the screen. There you go. Demonstration you did pretty much is easy. I could do that right here. I'm doing that right now with my screen sitting in the window. Got me trying to make some room here where my stand is sitting at. I got some stuff down here fighting my stand. Ah, get out of the way. Right, there we go. Again, you don't match any of our demonstrations. And that screen's sitting outside right now doing that demonstration. And you're sitting there on a little tiny square sample sheet. My screen still in this area is still bigger than your screen. And it's sitting outside. There's no ceilings. There's no walls protecting it whatsoever. Projector sits around 9 feet away from the screen from the back. That's what you were supposed to display. OLED demonstration outside with the black horse. Cutting corners left and right. Now again, I'm going to say this to you again. Let's see a demonstration of the screen outside taking a direct hit from the sun. Let's see it on a larger sample sheet than what you just painted on that little tiny, I think 2x2 or probably 1x1 size screen. If you're going to display a starfield demonstration, it should be outside. Like I told you, any surface, any black surface will pull that off. So all next week, we will be outside playing in the sun. Let's see if he follows us. He's not. Like I said, still hasn't done. It's not our product because our product is designed to be dissolved. If a storefront brought that product and they coated that on the glass at around a 300 square feet surface, can you guarantee them that they can basically remove that off the surface? Is that going to produce a 100% white level? Are the colors going to be able to maintain on a size that big without washing out, without become blurry? Now let me show you how far back my technology goes. Let me show you this real quick. Okay, let's do this right here real quick. And before you talk about your black technology, let me show you something here. Oops. Let me show you something here. We actually have this on our website right now. I actually bought this back on the website. This is how you do a demonstration on a black screen. Not that little tiny sample sheet crap you got up there. This is how it's done. 657. There's my projector. That's my screen. 180-inch screen outside, jet black technology. That's why I laugh when I see you do those demonstrations on those little tiny square sheets. This is what our technology gets displayed on. 180-inch screen outside at 657. Pulls up a 190-degree viewing angle with no problem whatsoever. Look at the time of the day. Nice and bright outside. Instead of you being trapped in the dark with this tiny little square screen telling me, look, this is how good my black technology is. I can take black paint and zoom up on it on a projector on a little tiny square screen and make it look incredible. That's a 180-inch screen. That's actually on display on our website. That's why I laugh when you basically show off those little tiny square screens. These are test screens right here. The surface I just ordered for this one that's coming in for this one is about 5 feet by 6 feet. That's coming in. That's just a test surface. We use those little surfaces just to test the product. They have to eventually go onto a bigger screen because we have to see how the screen is going to react on a much larger level. Because if you know anything about projectors, which I thought you do, you have something on a smaller screen, especially that size. And that screen is way smaller than what I'm using over here. Your image is going to be sharper and tighter together. And the way you have this set up, you have it fitting the screen correctly, which means a projector is literally sitting right up on top of the screen. Where in our demonstration, where I did that with this screen, the projector was pulled back 9 feet. Where not only was it hitting the screen, but it was overlapping where it was hitting the back of my wall in my screen in the next room. You weren't even at that distance. But you're on this little tiny square. No, you failed, man. You failed so bad on that screen. It's not even funny. And you got a nerve to show me your black technology? This is my field. Look at that, 180-inch outside. You couldn't do that if your life depended on it. Look at that. I wouldn't dare come on here and do some demonstration on some little tiny screen like that and then try to fit the screen to fit in that little spot and put my thumb up like that's okay. Again, it comes from you cutting corners. Not to add, when you come on my channel, you will watch me paint a screen in. Bigger than the one you did in your demonstration, outside, paint the screen in. That's how black screens are supposed to be displayed. 151-inch screen right there. That's how they're supposed to be displayed. Not on that little tiny cardboard. I wouldn't dare do that at all. Like I said, it's cheating. When you did the demonstration, not once did you walk around the back. You walked around the back of the screen at the last minute to show the Starfield demonstration. When you display a screen, you're supposed to walk all the way around it constantly. As every time you show a new video on it, you're supposed to show from the front to the back. White levels, front to the back. Color, front to the back. You're supposed to do that all the time. Walk around that screen. Didn't do that in the demonstration. And again, can you peel the screen, please? Because I've asked you several times to peel that surface. Our technology is designed to be removed. That screen on that surface used to be dark gray. We could peel that off and put another one right on it. Can't do that, can you? And again, the technology is sun killer technology, which means if you had a sunny day, you should have had that screen outside. We don't have a sunny day today. We got a rainy day. So my screen has to sit right there. But any day I had a sunny day, where was that? Outside with the screen up there doing the demonstration. That's what it's designed to do. If you call yourself making a product, you need to have that screen outside. You had a sunny day outside, and you mean to tell me you didn't take that screen outside and do that demonstration? There you go. No, you're not making our product, buddy. You're just making junk. That's all you're doing. Next time you show me a demonstration on some black screen, do it on a much bigger size. And you're going to show me a little light on the window pulling up next to your screen. That screen's sitting outside, right? It's outside at 180 inch. We actually did it on the ultra short though, too. Look at watching Star Wars. My neighbor next to me was dumbfounded. He was like, what the freak? He came outside. He was like, how the heck you freaking pulling this off? Because he has a white screen. Yeah, watching dog fights in outer space. You want to show me some little tiny square screen with the window open up on the side. That's a joke to us, man. That's a joke. And you got a nerd to say, wow, it's amazing. Look how incredible it looks. That's 180 inch, buddy. Look at that. That's something more for me to laugh at today. You had a nerve to do a demonstration on a, on a black screen on a little tiny square with a little bit of window light hitting your screen, and I'm outside with a 180 inch screen at 657 watching Star Wars. My projector sits back 21 feet. Yeah. Okay, nice try though. Nice try. Mike, A for effort. Nice try. Look at that, 704. Screen is still kicking. This is where you get the thumbs up for doing work like that. That's where you get the thumbs up. What's the point of me doing a demonstration on a little tiny square image like that? Man, you got a nerd. All my screens were gigantic. You got a nerd to type a thumbs up on that little tiny screen. Are you kidding me? Let me show you something else. We're going to do 100, I think it was 140, right? 140 Ultimate GT 5600 outside. Ultra short throw outside. And mind you, the Ultimate GT 5600 is only designed to do 100 inches. We had it at 140 outside. And did a 190-degree viewing angle without the screen deteriorating on black technology. But no, buddy, that makes you a hypocrite. And I'll tell you why. Because you spend so much time ridiculing black technology and telling your customers don't buy it. And now you're going to tell your customers to buy it. That makes you a hypocrite. And you still got to pass all the tests. There's a ton of tests on the black technology you have to do. But you're going to cut those corners. That's usually what you do. And we got a GT55. I had a GT55 and a GT56. GT55. 500. And both of them. There you go, right there. Optima GT 5500. Ultra short throw projector on the same black screen. Showing that the screen is ultra short throw compatible if you want to use it outside with an ultra short throw projector. Right there. Did a 140-inch screen. See, half y'all don't even know I have this stuff. I have tons of videos, man. We've done demonstrations on just about everything you could possibly think of. That's why we sit there and laugh when we see these demonstrations on these little tiny squares. When we see demonstrations where people are inside the house fighting ambient light and we're outside doing demonstrations like this. No, the angle game right there. Pulling up contrast levels and everything. That's not impressive to us. We don't consider that to be a threat. Are you freaking kidding me? That's a joke. When you're impressed with some little tiny square sheet, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. Here, I got something for you. This is a challenge we gave you a while back. You still never did that challenge at all, period. Wait. I'm about to do the viewing angle on it. Look at this. Watch this. Going all the way over to the side. And you want to some little tiny sample sheet. Please, man. Give me a break. Did that already. 140-inch screen. Done. Been there. Done. Outside, ultra short throw. Did 180-inch. Did it on 150-inch. Did it outside on my front yard. Man, look at this. This is my environment compared to yours when it comes to doing ambient light rejection tests, where you sit in the dark. This is where my technology stands at. See how well lit that environment is? That's how my screens react. That's my black technology right there in that fully lit environment reacting that way. Optima GT 5600. And you want to talk about black technology. You're not even on my level. Let's go over to, let me see. There we go. Look at that. See how well lit that environment is? Made the border of the screen white, and it made the walls white behind it to generate 10 times more light in the environment on purpose. With condensed lighting making contact with the screen at all times. Looks just like a TV. You can't touch me when it comes to black. That little tiny square sheet, that's nothing. That's amateurs do that. Let me show you something else real quick. Let's go over to my personal favorite. Here we go. Pop right on up. It's the challenge we put out for him. Black technology outside. 1100 lumen projector. 12 feet back. There you go. See, when you're doing those little tiny sample sheets in your apartment, and you're showing them on your projector, and you got them to fit just right, and you open up your blinds and say, look, there's light coming in, that's a joke. This is the kind of stuff we do. We don't consider your black screen paint a threat. We consider it to be a joke, especially when what you just displayed it on is a joke. When we display black technology, when we're really testing out that product, it's displayed outside. That's the challenge we gave him in 2019, which we told him to match or better the demonstration. There's nothing at the bottom of the link. He never posted anything. You failed on the visible screen. You failed because your blinds were supposed to be open at all time. If you have access to getting window light or more light in the environment, you're supposed to use it because that screen is designed to generate a ton of ambient light. It's able to take it in. So your blinds should have been open at all times. You should have been walking around the screen at all times. You didn't do that at all. You only showed the front projection of that technology. Product is designed to be peeled off the surface, as in that surface used to be dark. Now it's this new fusion color we have on it because we could easily peel it off and paint the screen all over again. They didn't display that at all, period. That was never done. And a key feature of that technology is it has the ability to take direct hits from the sun. You failed to take it outside. You had a sunny day and you didn't actually acknowledge it. And again, as I told you before, when he did the demonstration the first couple of times, it was dark on his side. The screen's gray wasn't dark enough. It didn't come up correctly. It came up dirty, it came up bland, it came up muddy. What happens if, like I said, we've had in the cinema gray, that cinema, whatever it is, cinema black, we've had that here already. We've actually bought that product. Let me show you how it comes up on a large scale outside. We did that test already. Let me send them out. Got some keyboards and mouse ready to begin with. Matter of fact, let's bring up yeah, you probably doesn't show up outside, doesn't. Here it is. Your product we purchased, took it outside. It didn't even show up. Look at this. Now watch this. Look at this demonstration. This is his own demonstration. This is supposed to be his Frankenstein mix. This is what I'm talking about, how he doesn't do his demonstrations correctly. You see how bad that image looks? See where the sun is hitting the screen here and it's washed out here? See all that's completely washed out? He uploaded this video as an acceptable video, as you can see the screen. This is how they said their products are passable. That's horrible. That image is completely washed out. But because they feel that they can pull an image, any kind of image, doesn't make a difference. It ain't got to be good. Ain't got to be great. As long as the image pops up, they consider that to be acceptable. That's the one I told you he had on the balcony. He had the screen on a slant. So when the light came in, it wouldn't hit the screen. It would hit the back of it right here. But some of it's actually cutting across, but it's washing out the screen. See, got an awning over top. He got his roof over top. Always figuring out ways to cut corners. That screen, if you're saying that screen is designed to take that kind of light in, it shouldn't be on that balcony. It needs to be down there in that parking lot. That's where it should be at, if that's what you're claiming. That's a failed attempt right there. Now he brings it inside. Now look at the difference of it inside to what it looked like out there. And your environment is still dark. Little tiny sample sheets. There you go. Environment is still dark. And the vent, look at this. Look at this. Look at the contrast here. Look how bad the contrast level is. That's horrible. I don't even know why you even load the video. That is really, really bad. That's all washed out. All that's washed out. Completely washed out. Going. That's that light gray screen paint. That's what I told you about. That stuff is a relic. That stuff is old. It can't pick up contrast. You have to be in the dark in order for it to pick up an image. This is how we do demonstrations. See all that light in that environment right there hitting that screen? That's the new technology you were testing at that particular time. That's the difference on how we do demonstrations. We don't hide from light. As you can see, I can walk through my house. Matter of fact, I can turn my projector on right there and that screen will fire up. He just has a history of doing these demonstrations. Look at this CROW screen paint outside. Watch this. Oh yeah, we tested all his products. We've had it all. About everything he has, we've had it outside. We've tested it. There you go. There's your product right there. He wouldn't do the challenge that we gave him, the 1100 lumen challenge. So we bought his product, unboxed it, and did the demonstration outside for him. That is his product versus a Supreme 7. Feel it again. That's the 1100 lumen challenge we gave him. You wouldn't do it. Look at this. Primer does the same thing. As for your attempts when trying to make the product, complete fail, man. Absolutely complete fail. You didn't do anything that the product does at all, period. Nothing. And like I said, you should have walked around that screen, which you didn't do at all, period. Look at this, 506. Man, you just really don't do a good job when it comes to your products, do you? Angle gain on the screen. That's the fabric. That's the stuff we paint. Man, like I said, I got enough stuff in here literally to choke a horse on just about everything and anything we have done. But as for you displaying that little tiny black screen, you gotta be kidding me. Yeah, buddy, that's a joke. You gotta do that on a much larger surface. I could do that all day long. I can go buy some black paint, do the exact same thing. Push your projector real close. It'll blend in and do the same thing. Demonstration on black screen in the rain outside on a rainy day. Showing that the screen doesn't dim or get darkened because the screen is wet. You still can maintain an image even in the rain. But if you want, I'll buy your black product. I'll take it out here and I'll stick it on a 150-inch screen outside and we'll hit it and see what happens. We'll also test those white levels too. And that means against every certified screen I got in that drawer. And I got some pretty crazy ones in it, including that, what's that screen called by? The Pro Cinema 3. It has a 0.9 gain. That's the brightest white screen I have ever seen. But then again, like I said, you're a hypocrite. Because like I said, if you're going to go around slandering black technology and saying it's garbage, don't buy this, that, and the other, and then you're trying to peddle it, and not even doing the demonstrations correctly at that, nah, buddy, that makes you a hypocrite. It does. I told you, he's done so much slandering against that product. He doesn't even give him tough room to breathe. So bottom line is, by you just displaying that, you're just saying that the bottom line is, I'm a fake because you told people not to buy a product because it was dark. Now you're telling people to buy a product because it's darker and it's better, which means I was right the entire time. There you go. That's how clean my image comes up. That's on a 720p projector. I could do this all day, man. All day. But till then, I got to get back to the other technology, which you felt. Again, you didn't peel the screen. You didn't do anything we did in the demonstration. We even gave you permission to make the other paint. How come you didn't make that? Oh, because you can't. Because you can't figure out the color of it and how it's designed. That's why you can't do it. Proving that. That's why we said you can make it. You can figure out how our products are made. You should have easily been able to make that one. That's the one sitting right there, sitting in the window, right over there. But you didn't make it at all. And the reason why you didn't make it is because you can't make it because you can't figure out the color of it. The only colors you know are gray and black and light gray. That's it. You don't know anything else other than that. And you use the same products over and over again. The same thing you showed in the poly with that black paint. Sorry, that was such a bad fail. It's the same thing you showed in just about everything else. XY screens. That's a company I would love to do a test against. Is XY screens. I haven't had a chance to test their product, and I've been hunting their product pretty good. Really hard to get a hold of an XY screen. You have to buy the entire screen. I'm trying to get a sample sheet of it. Demonstration you did on a motorized projection screen. Painted the screen. I bet you $100 you did the entire demonstration in the dark. Because there's no way in the world that light gray screen was going to be to pick up anything. See this how familiar that paint looks? It's the same color as primer. That's what the Prime Vision 2.0 was. It was primer. Watch this. Now you'll notice he has all his windows open, right? He will only stick to bright colors. Not one contrast, OLED, star field, anything won't pop up on that screen because it'll wash out automatically. But you're not realizing that the black levels on the guy's shirt faded. All that's faded. That's all washed out. That's all faded. It's not supposed to look like that. The image is supposed to be sharper and more vivid. Oh, man. Again, if you're going to basically brag about anything with black technology, you're going to have to do that on a much bigger surface. You're going to have to display it on something huge. Because that's the only way with black technology, it has to be displayed on a large surface. You should be displaying any screen on a large surface to begin with, because number one, the screen changes by the size of the screen. The smaller the screen, the better the image is going to pop up. The bigger it is, that's where basically your projector may have some problems, because like I said, you're going to have enough pixels are going to have to expand. The pixels are going to have to expand. They're going to be stressed out in order to accommodate the size of the screen. And also to depend on how much light you have in the environment and what kind of video content you're playing. You having your screen squeezed to that little tiny square image and trying to say that it pulls up a image just as sharp as our screen. No. And our demonstrations were done outside. Now see, watch this. Watch the demonstration. They're all the same way. They'll keep it on bright colors when the light's pushing through. Wait. What the freak was that? You got shades right here and here blocking light. You see that? You got shades right here and here blocking light. Boy, you a sneaky little something, aren't you? Look at that. I didn't notice that at first. That's a shade. That's a shade coming out to block more light. Told you, you gotta watch this joker. He's sneaky as on the what. I was looking at that. I was like, what the freak is that coming off his? And that's a shade. You got a shade in there. So you got your windows here like they're open, but you got a dark shade in there. Because this one is not coming up the same one as these two right here. Good gracious, man. That's pathetic. Now this whole demonstration right here is all bright levels. And you see at the bottom, that's washed out. That's completely faded, as you can see. Now he shuts the blinds automatically. There's not window light coming through. That's all being blocked. There's nothing right there. You can't count that. Nobody can count that. Sorry. That's being blocked. So why, if you're showing an ambient light projection demonstration, right? Why do you shut the blinds? The blinds are supposed to be open the whole entire time through the video. Now the environment's dark. Again, blinds are supposed to be open through the entire video. Anytime you show an ambient light projection screen. Whole entire video was done in the dark. See that? Oh, man. And you do some sad stuff, man. That is really sad. Remind you, while we're having this conversation, my screen is still sitting up here in the window with all this light pushing through, still producing a better image than your indoor screens. And you don't have any outdoor screens. We all know that. Yeah, you failed that demonstration with the whole trying to make our product. Nah, dude. That was a complete fail. You had the opportunity to take that screen outside, and on that little tiny square image, you know how small this image was? You know how big this image is right here? It's a good sized image compared to that little small image he had. That's that. You can watch that screen right there. This is how you do it, man. See how I can come here and fire my screens up? I got one hitting here, one hitting there. I don't know how you do that dark stuff. I don't know how you do it. It's supposed to be displayed on big screens. So that way the customer can see exactly how much stress the pixels are going to go, or we can still maintain a crystal clear screen. On top of that, you got to have a decent distance throw. The screen in the window and the screen outside. And that screen's purple, by the way. That's a magenta. They're purple. And you're sitting in the dark. See. 4K demonstrations. So now I'm showing you a screen that's sitting in the window, showing an image, and another screen on a 135-inch displaying an image in a fully lit environment. And not once in this demonstration do I have to turn my lights out. You have to turn yours out because your screen would wash out. And if any contrast or anything were to pop up, your screen would automatically wash out from the door. You're also watching this screen on an angle, which you can't pick up on your screen. When you did the demonstration, again, fail, 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 fail on the invisible. Our technology, again, designed to be peeled off. That screen used to be dark gray. It was peeled off for the new one. Number two, it has sun killer technology, which means it's designed to be taken outside and used in direct sunlight, which we did multiple times. You had every opportunity to take that screen outside and you refused to do it. You could have took it out in the demonstration and didn't do it because the screen wouldn't have picked up. Throughout the entire video, you never walked around the screen. You kept showing it from the front only. The minute you just read the Starfield demonstration, you went around to the back of the screen. And then from the back of the screen, I could see where there were just imperfections all in the surface. If you had showed anything on there that was white or bright colors, it would have showed up on there. Then on top of that, your sample sheet was way too small and you had the screen fitted to fit inside that little sample sheet to give you a much brighter and sharper image. Cutting corners. The windows were shut the entire time. You had the opportunity for window light to grace your environment and you didn't take advantage of that. You kept it shut the entire time to the last minute you pull up the window. No, that's supposed to be exposed at all times because you have to see how the screen is going to react to different colors. Red may work well and a well-lit environment, green may not. That's supposed to be exposed to light all the time. So this is where you failed miserably. And yet you still, like again, as we requested, peeled the screen. Putting objects behind the screen means, again, you failed in that. Projector's not supposed to be on when you have objects behind the screen. When you're displaying that particular part, it's to show how dark the screen is that you can't see objects on the opposite side. So your projector should have been off when you first display that, then you turn it on. That's how we did it in the demonstration. It failed to do that one also too. You can't peel that screen because, like I said, poly and black paint doesn't peel. It's a permanent fixture to the surface. Like I said, man, on my slowest days, I'm smarter than you. I can pull your video apart in minutes. What are you going to pull apart in my video? Number one, in the demonstration that I do, my environment is well lit in my environment. The demonstration, you're actually pointing out mistakes in my video and an environment that's brighter than yours. While you sit in the dark trying to pull apart a video that's being used in a fully lit environment. Look at my screen, 135 inch. And then you had a nerve to show a black screen on some little tiny sheet. And I can show you demonstrations on 180 inch outside, long throw, and 140 inch on a projector that's not supposed to do 140 inch. Optima GT 55s and 56 weren't designed to do 140 inch screens. They were designed to do a 100 inch screen only, but we got it maxed out at 140 outside. So that means the pixelations have to be pushed to the roof in order to do that. I'm putting a lot of stress on my pixels, not to consider the fact that the screen is sitting outside. That makes it even harder for the screen to even generate and pull an image. But that screen's gain is so powerful, the image is popping right up with no problem. And I'm able to go in a 90-degree angle and pull it up. You don't do those demonstrations. Do you? No, you don't. There you go. All right. He failed that demonstration miserably. He did. Miserably. Let's go walk around the house and show you what you cannot do for the day. I'm going to leave that on something. I think I'm going to put my tropical fish on that one. 4K tropical fish. I'm going to leave that one on there. And for this one, let me see, I'm going to change this up to something else. Let's change this out to, let's use the Sony, because that's going to be on for like about 6 hours or something like that. That's an hour, no, hour long. Look how beautiful that image looks. I can come in here and I can watch TV on this screen. I can walk through my entire house and I got screens all over the house. You sitting up there with one little screen in the middle of your living room, you can't even watch that in the dark on a $4,000 projector. My projector behind me cost me $560. That's it. That's how my image comes up. And again, that's a purple screen, a dark purple screen, the magenta. Look how beautiful the reds come off of that. We can look right here. See my screen in the window, right there, however way you want to do it. So we'll let this play. We got this one. Yeah, we'll let that play. It's cool. Wait. I get tired of embarrassing you, man. Like I said, that was the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. You're comparing your stuff to ours. You got a nerve to show some little tiny square screen. That's supposed to impress me because you show me some little square black screen. Have you have any idea how long I've been developing black technology and how many different levels I've had it on? When you can pull that screen off on 180 inch outside and watch Star Wars at 657, you get back with me on that one. Till then, you're an amateur. You're a hobbyist. That's what you are. Man, it's cartoon day today too. Let me get a bowl of cereal. When that fires up. Tiny screen, thinking you're doing some damage. Please, give me a break. Always got to come on here and embarrass you. You see that? That's a gunmetal. That's a gunmetal. See where my gunmetal sits at? So that window light? I have more light in my entire house than you have in your house right now. Gunmetal is way bigger than your screen. Your screen's what, 100 inches? 126 inch screen. Sits in 2 sets of windows, plenty of light coming here and here. Overhead light here. Light here. And you want to show me some little tiny square sheet. You should be ashamed of yourself. And I watched how you did that screen. You cut so many corners on that screen, it's not even fun.
Grammarly is your personal
4K demonstrations. Let's go back over to gunmetal. Let's see. You displayed the star field on that little tiny screen, right? This is how we display star fields over here. You think I'm impressed by that little tiny square screen that you had this projector pushed all the way up on? My projector sits back 18 feet from my screen. I can pull a star field in a fully lit environment with plenty of window light making contact with the screen at all times. None of my curtains are dark. You can see objects right through them with no problem. Don't embarrass yourself like that again. Starfield demonstration. Here we're using my $59 ultra short throw projector. This projector right here is only designed to do a screen size of 80 inches to 100 inches. My screen is 148 inches. I can walk right across here and I can pull up an angle gain with no problem. My screens have direct light hitting at all times. The screen actually barely makes it about this far from the ceiling, which means the ambient light from the ceiling goes directly onto the screen. Let's see what else we can pull up. LG Beta Fish. LG Beta Fish. You need to quit with that square little piece of man, I will embarrass you on YouTube. Boom, 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 boom. This is technology, buddy. Not that little square piece of whatever that was. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Please. Stop embarrassing yourself. You're talking about black technology. I was developing black technology before you even knew what I exist. And I'm doing all this on outdated, old projectors in a fully lit environment. I can sit right here, I can watch if I want. Tron 4K. Tron 4K. Tron Legacies 4K.
Getting that from YouTube.
Tron Legacies 4K.
Getting that from YouTube.
There we go, that's better. So we got it going on here. Which one are we going to start watching on? Right about here or maybe here? Which one? All right, watch it here. But I'm so excited when I watch it over here. Please. I told you. Yeah, I'll test out your cinema black, whatever. I'll put it through under our demonstration, under our stress test. Won't be no small little screen. It'll be on the big boys. This is how ambient light rejection technology is supposed to work. Even with the big companies don't do this. This technology has been tested against 18 certified projection screens, can produce images outside. You ever seen gunmetal's demonstrations outside? They are absolutely insane. See, I can just walk around anywhere I want, and the screen pulls up. I can be right here, and that image has to pull. I can turn right here, and that image has to pull. Can you do it? Don't embarrass yourself, Crow. And what's even crazier, I can go outside and do this too. 4K fish, relaxing. Outer space, relaxing.
Getting that from YouTube.
Outer space, relaxing. Every time I do this, I think about that LL Cool J song called "I'ma Knock You Out." I've been here for years. Yeah, I've been here for years, longer than you have been. I understand things about this technology you will never understand. Like I said, on my slowest days, I'm still smarter than you. Don't ever show me some square little piece of, and mind you, if that's technology, the screen paint you already had, what in the world are you doing to displaying on something that small to begin with? Here you go. I can show the bright levels. I can show the contrast. No problem. If I want, I can come down here. I can watch football on this screen. I can look over there and watch basketball on this screen. I can play gaming on this screen over here. I can watch YouTube on that screen over here. I can do this in a fully lit environment. If this wasn't COVID, I could have a house party over here. I can have a football house party. Have TVs running here, running here. We don't use TVs in here. I had a customer say that to me. Say, you don't have one TV that you use in your house for your displays. No, I don't. I rely on my technology. My technology has to work. I'm not sitting in a dark environment. I'm not spending money for an expensive projectors. For what? The technology does all the work. And that's the way it's supposed to be. So that you sitting up there in the dark half the time, but a $4,000 projector can't produce images correctly, cheating and doing demonstrations on these little tiny sample sheets, faking demonstrations, mixing whatever God knows together and try to compare what we have over here. You don't come close to anything we do over here. As I said before, my normal stuff that I do every day, just coming downstairs, just displaying this screen, that screen, is a challenge for you. You can't do this because your products can't pull up. The products that you have are old. We made them 8 years ago. I'm going to tell you the only choice that he has is to sit down and lick his wounds and make a black screen paint. Because that's what you're going to have to do, because the stuff that you have is obsolete. And again, if you make a black technology, I don't care about that. My contracts are all locked in. I'm getting paid regardless. I have actually paid years of test demonstrations, enough to choke a horse to back up what my technology can do on any level. You don't do that. So I'm already secure. You can make all the demonstration about this, that, and the other, about my product not being this or that. I can back it up. Over and over, again and again. You can't. So at the end of the day, people buy my product because they know it works. Oh, and as for those these are some of the ones we got today, and this is going to a corporation. Corporation bought all those. That's that XX21 at almost $200 something a quart. That's what's left over from my orders this week. That's going to a corporation who's going to be using that for a big project. And they are already in the process of signing the contract with us already. Up here already. We got to get the whatchamacallit up here. Charger. We're back upstairs. The problem is, people, he don't learn. He doesn't learn. Like I said, I told you on camera, I can walk around my house. All my screens will fire up. I told you that one. You can't do that. Watch this. I give you today to do the same demonstration I just did downstairs. Of course, you don't have that many screens, but do a demonstration, fully lit environment, contrast, the whole 9 yards. Do that on that Cinemax screen you have downstairs. Do it in a fully lit environment. And then it would be nice if you would go in and take that so-called fake, invisible, whatever junk that stuff is supposed to be, and do a demonstration of you peeling the screen and having it perform exactly like the product we have over here. Also, too, take it out in direct sunlight, because that's what it's supposed to be at. You keep failing to do that. Keep failing to take that screen out in direct sunlight. And the reason why is because it won't pick up. Oops, sorry about that. My camera just rotated real quick. So I was able to go downstairs and just walk around the environment, go on Alexa and call whatever I want. Boom, 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 boom. Walk around the house. I can have all my lights on downstairs. I can fire up all my screens with no problem. You have never did that in any of your demonstrations at all. And then come back upstairs to another fully lit environment. We got another screen sitting over here at 135 and a screen sitting in a window. I thought not. Let's go with look at how beautiful that image looks. Even the sloth will agree that my screens look better than yours. I'll put you right there. I'm gonna tighten this up a little bit so my charger doesn't pull down so hard. Right there. And you're gonna watch that right there. Told you, right there in that chair. I can get up and go downstairs, fire up all my screens, walk around the house, do an angle gain on one screen while you watch the screen in the next room, watch the angle gain on that screen, turn around and hit that screen, go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth in a fully lit environment. My screens are way bigger than your screens downstairs. Do it on an ultra short throw and a long throw, back and forth. And my ultra short throw cost me $59. My long throw only cost me 150 bucks. Paid way less for my projector than yours. My screens are bigger than yours. I have more light in my environment than yours. I should tell you something right there. You don't listen too well. You don't listen too well. And you got a nerve to show me some square little sheet with some black stuff on it. Please. Look at that. There you go. Check that out. Oh, projector over top of me cost me 560 bucks. That's it. And it sits back around 19 feet from my screen. Now I'm firing up my ultra short throw NEC projector right there on the floor. Oh, so now we got the Nova just came into the scene. Oh, the embarrassment, man. Tiny little screen. What the frick is that supposed to be? Honestly. The Nova. The Nova. Let's bring Nova on. Big boy Nova. Boom, 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 boom. Let me get that boom, boom, boom. Let me see. So there we are. Boom. We got the big screen here. Firing up. I'm over here firing up my ultra short throw right now, sitting next to a window. This is a black Nova painted on the wall at 151 inches. Painted directly to the wall. Got the magenta over here. Look how beautiful that screen looks. Over here, we got our new Nova. They're actually dark. We're going to call it Dark Invisible Nova 19, which Jamie has failed so many times to do the demonstration correctly. Even gave him permission to make this product right here. Did he make it? No, he couldn't, because he couldn't figure out the color of it. Kind of skipped that one altogether. I told you, any demonstration you do, I can come out here and outperform it with no problem. Any calibration to the projectors? None at all. No calibration here, no calibration here, no calibration here. Look how beautiful that image looks. No calibrating at all. Paint it, turn your projector on, done. Oh, the horror. The horror. Man. Why didn't you ask for this abuse? All right, where are you at, Mr. Mousy? All right, there we go. Now, if you're not embarrassed enough already, I ordered me a screen that I'm putting in the backyard. I'm gonna do one 10 feet by 20 feet. This thing's gonna be a monster. It's gonna be coated with invisible black technology. Ooh, caught your interest, huh? We got a big screen, monster. We're gonna build a monster in the backyard. An absolute monster. It's gonna be gigantic, huge monster screen. Yep. I figured out how to get my digital software back there. Pretty much have some fun with some digital mapping back there, which would be pretty cool. Look how beautiful that commercial looks, Crow. You like that commercial? It's beautiful, isn't it? I'm having fun, people. I don't get discouraged when people act like that because I know my product's better. It's way better. Look how clean that white level is. Isn't that beautiful? I gotta start watching more videos in here, doing more videos in here. I keep forgetting this is the purple screen, that magenta. This is exotic technology. Oh, they're gorgeous. That's so gorgeous. So gorgeous. What's the whatchamacallit? I'm looking for. What? Why are you scrubbing that fast? It's gorgeous. That exotic is gorgeous. Beautiful. That's a beautiful screen painting. Unfortunately, we don't make it anymore. The rights to that got bought off. Let me see. Oh, here we go. This is a screen I game on. I love this screen right here. I love it. Let's see what we got going on. Earnings. I'm still on this side. I'm going to do my tropicals on this side over here. That's when I'm going to do my tropicals on here. Oh, the comeback. I've been here for years. Okay, hold on. And there to show me some small little sample sheet of I don't know what. That's supposed to be your black technology. My purple technology over here would put your screen paint. All of your products are shame. This one right here by itself is exotic. These screens are freaking gorgeous. Unfortunately, we don't have them on the website. I told you, these are negotiations to be bought out. The company saw this, fell in love with it. We saw the demonstration. Projectors we're using over here, like I said, these are outdated projectors. None of my projectors in here are brand new. So of course, you know, they're going to be hitting this with 8K and high-end projectors. You have any idea what this thing's going to look like on a projector of that caliber? Yeah, this stuff got bought out. This is why I haven't painted over the screen. I painted over that screen. That screen is absolutely beautiful. Well, it was on the website for a while, but, you know, things happen. But anyway, yeah, that screen is gorgeous. And that's window light coming in, boom, hit the screen. You talk too much trash, man. You talk too much trash, and you don't back up your work at all, period. So we don't need to pay him any mind when it comes to the invisible screens. He failed on that on every level whatsoever. He didn't do anything. Cutting corners as usual. Well, I'm telling you, boy, you're a circus show right there. And I wouldn't even pay tickets to go see it. And I got to sit here and blow you out like this. All right. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that, Crow. Look at that. Look at that. Boom, boom, boom. Look at that. Right next to the window. Boom. Boom. Let's back out of here. Moonwalk out of here, about face. Let's go back downstairs and see what's going on downstairs. Wait, I think I left the remote controls up here. Let's go downstairs and check out what's going on. Oh, wait. You gotta see this, This looks pretty cool. We gotta show this real quick. They still got it on? Oh, look how gorgeous that looks. Is that beautiful or what? That's gorgeous, ain't that beautiful? You talk too much trash. See, I gotta come here and blow you out now. I gotta embarrass you. Should have never shown me that square little screen. Oh, so got outer space playing over in here. Oh, let's go check out the next room. What's going on in there? Got outer space going on in this room over here, and all that lighting. Got this nice big brown bear over here. Let's go take a walk. There's a blue technology, better than your screen paint. Let's do this. Is my favorite thing to do. Let's sit here. Let's look at the screen here. I'm gonna put you right here for a minute, okay? So you can look at the screen here and look at the screen at the same time. Oh, by the way, I forgot to do this. Please. You don't put yourself through any testing. That's why your products don't work. I told you, my demonstrations I do like this is easy. This is my house when I get up in the morning. In here, I got the sloths in here. They're usually watching some nature show because I like to have this on. And here, I'm watching my cartoons. Later on upstairs, I can jump upstairs and jump on my gaming system and play on the big screen, the 235, not 235, I forgot what it is. We can jump on the magenta. When I don't want to play the magenta anymore, I kick over to the PC system, and that's on the 151 inch. Or I just go retire to the Japanese tea room. We got an 80 inch, I can work on my computer. I can lay in bed with my mouse and my keyboard, wake up, turn my projector on, that's right next to a window, my screen, and work on my computer and read my text from my bed, my emails. And you want to do some demonstration on some tiny little screen with the window open up, talking about like you're doing something. Would you like to watch the screen from an angle? How about we do this? How about we kiss the wall? Maybe that's not close enough to kiss the wall. Maybe right here. Is this close enough for an angle game across the screen? I'm gonna get, now watch, my boy's gonna be calling me up like, why'd you embarrass that boy that way? You gotta ask for it. Don't learn anything. "4K demonstration."
Getting that from YouTube.
These are Zero Liability gives you the confidence to shop online because you don't pay for
4K snow screensavers.
that confidence. It's up to
Getting
you.
that from YouTube.
Let snow, let snow, let snow. Do 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 do. So you can see my screen point. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Bum 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 bum. He's backing up. Dun 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 dun. Da 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 da. I'm having too much fun here, people. Let's see what we want to do. TCL 4K demonstrations. Ah, this one got it first. TCL 4K demonstrations.
Getting that from YouTube.
One got it first. Boom, 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 boom. Ah, turn. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Ah, turn. Angle gain. Back it up. Against the wall. Yeah, I can embarrass you pretty bad. Now, for those who sit there and say, oh, that's so unprofessional, I'm contracted. My company's being bought out. Half is being bought out, the remaining of the technology is going to be contracted, and the Nova, well, the Novas are going to be left over for my customers. Because I have a company coming in to pick that up, and they're going to basically distribute that product for our customers. So that's what we're working on, to keep the prices nice and fair so everybody can still afford the product. But like I said, for those of you, Jamie out there, you constantly run your mouth about how your product's supposed to be better than mine and how my product comes up too dark, then how come I'm able to walk through this demonstration, pow, show this screen off, pow, and show that screen off without the screen becoming too dark? If my images showed up the same way you displayed in your video demonstrations, then there'd be no way for you to be able to see the screen, especially on an angle gain. Feel free to do any of these demonstrations I've done today. And still, I'm looking for you to peel the screen, which you haven't done yet. Take the screen outside because that's what it's designed for. Sun killer technology. Haven't done that one yet. See, there's a demonstration halfway. They pick and choose what they can get away with, and they'll stay away from everything else. Like when we gave him permission to make the product, did he make it? No, he didn't make it. Can't figure out the color of it. That's why he can't make it. Oh, wait. We're missing this one over here. New York City. Nighttime. Screensaver. New York City, nighttime, screensaver. Now I want you to understand something. Next time you go around and try to insult gunmetal's technology, look where my screen sits at as it pulls up a contrast demonstration in a fully lit environment. Plenty of light pushing through. Look how well lit my environment is compared to your environments. You sit in the dark trying to figure out where the coffee table is with a $4,000 projector. I can see everything in my environment. Look at this. See the sloths? They're waving hello at you. Even the sloths can see the screen. Perfectly fine with no problem. Let's stand here with that contrast level. But we're ignoring the screen in here. All right, let me put this back on the stuff I like to watch. 4K fish, tropical. Watch that over here. Panasonic 4K demonstrations.
Getting that from YouTube.
Let's see. Yeah, for a black screen, it sure does come up so dark you can't even see it. Let's see if we can stand here and if we can still see our screen in the next room with all that light. See all that lighting in the environment, Crow? Or Jamie, or whatever you want to call yourself. You see how bright that environment looks back there? Look at that. I want you to stare at that. You can look at this screen too if you want. Both at the same time. Now, for those who don't know, Jamie is a particular individual on YouTube who basically feels that he does the same demonstrations as we do. He feels he can make our products and pretty much do the same demonstrations that we do. But it's interesting that every time I do one of these demonstrations, he never follows behind. He never does the demonstrations to a T. He always cuts corners. He picks and chooses out of the demonstrations what he can get away with, and that's basically about it. In other words, at the end of the day, you're a hobbyist. That's what you are, and a fake. Product matches great screen paint, matches some of the 8-year screen paint we had 8 years ago. 8 years ago, I was making your product. That cinema, whatever, black paint, not threatened by that one bit whatsoever. I'm doing them. Look at this. Look at this. I got demonstrations of 180-inch screens outside. Optima GT55s outside with no problem. No, not threatened by your product at all. As a matter of fact, I'll give you that challenge right there. You have that much. Do you have any of this lighting available in your home? That's the bigger question. All right, I'm bored with this. Let's go back upstairs. Oh, wait, we're going up. Let's have a look around. Let's have a look around real quick, so we can see it. We're on a staircase. No, staircase. Oh, I forgot you don't have one. Anyway, let's have a look around. Look at this. Look. Matter of fact, let's put you right here. Let's put this right here. Yeah, stand right there. See if we got the right one here. What's going on there? So we're going to put you on a stand right here, so that way you can see the screen over in there. See? And then we're going to turn around, and you can see the screen right there. See? Fully lit. Ambient light rejection technology. Customers do not want to be trapped in the dark and fear that their screens are going to wash out and fade. They do not want to spend tons of money on an expensive projector. At the end of the day, you have to end up calibrating the projector because the projector can't pick up color correctly. There's nothing wrong with the projector. The P2, there's nothing wrong with that projector. His screen can't pick it up. His screen is not worthy of that projector. It's not. See how in this whole entire demonstration, not one time did I turn the lights out. I don't have to. All right, let's go upstairs. See what's going on up here. Ooh, walked into that. So what are you telling me? You're telling me that your product is better than mine? I doubt it. I doubt it on so many levels. We just walked through my house. I just sat here and said on camera that I can get up and walk through my house and fire up all my screens and it would all produce in a fully lit environment. Just said that. And there you are sitting in the dark in the morning, or actually in the morning, with this fake ambient light. The screen is too small, with the images pushed all up on this screen, and you're trying to show me that's supposed to impress me. Okay. See right here? This is the fellow don't like him either. Because he cheated when he did the Lux demonstration. This fellow right here, yeah, he wrote CROW is a deceitful liar. Just to make his product screen paint mix look amazing. Yeah, there's another fellow in there that don't like him either. Because he cheated when he did that demonstration against that product. And somebody picked up on it, saw it, called him out on it. He's known for doing that dirty stuff. Look at this. Another demonstration. This is another one of your demonstrations. In the dark again. All your demonstrations are constantly in the dark. You're actually using more lighting here in this environment than your whole house right now. Look at it. You can look at this demonstration and look at my screen over here in a fully lit environment. What does that lighting have anything to do with your screen? Look how dark. Look at that. Look how dark that environment is. That's where you want to be at? Stuck in the dark with a primer? I don't know how in the world you consider that to be impressive. When you're zooming up on your screen, you are sitting in the dark. Not once did he ever turn the lights on. Why are you showing the same image over and over again? Look at both screens at the same time. He sits in the dark. This is sad, dude. This is killing me, but it's sad. I don't know what that was. What was you pointing to? There's no light in that environment. I don't know why you was even pointing to moving the camera in that direction, because there's no physical light touching your screen. So what in the world was that to begin with? That has nothing to do with your screen. That's not making any contact with your screen whatsoever. And you're doing your whole demonstration in the dark. I'm doing my demonstration in the light. Now, one time these lights are going out. They'll stay on for the whole entire thing. Look how crystal clear my image looks. I don't even have to be in the dark. Usually, most people have to be in the dark. This is the only way they can pull a decent image. You're doing this with the lights on. And his projector sits back, what, 8 feet? 8 to 9 feet from the screen? Because the screen's about 100 inches. So you don't sit that far back. You see where mine sits at? Mine is around somewhere around 18 feet back from my screen. If you're gonna be, if this is what he's showing you, the best that you can get from that image, you got to be in that environment. Then you're gonna be sitting in the dark. That's where you're gonna be at. Well, meanwhile, we're in here watching this in a full lit environment, and I got 2 screens downstairs that are in a full lit environment firing off at the same time downstairs with no problem. Sitting in the dark. I'm gonna put this in here real quick. Put in I like it better when you get a keyboard. Well, you can run a keyboard through your through your PS system. I forgot about that. You can run keyboards through them. I need to get me a keyboard for this one. Where are you at right here? I always miss the Q every time I look in here. I think, here you go, Q. Oh, I got it. No. But it went all out in the freaking title. Good gracious. Could have just abbreviated half of that stuff. Remember I typed in all this stuff, man, and then I hit the wrong button and deleted it. What the freak? So I'm done. I'm gonna play a game system and relax. They want it all in. They were like, I'm gonna make sure we get all of this in there. You can understand. Explain after that in the video. Wide color. Good gracious. Really? I'm fucking writing a book here. Like I said, somebody's like, oh, but I'm not wasting, again, not wasting my time. You have no idea. If you knew what was going on behind YouTube with companies and my business right now, my company, yeah, I'm good. Trust me, I'm good. I'm more than good. It's already set in stone. Already set in stone. And if I decide the last minute I don't want to, I can't. It's already set in stone. So, regardless, Now, the only technology we haven't basically was the Novas. Novas ain't going anywhere. Like I said, Novas are going to be, that's why we're making different Novas. because the Novas are going to be used for our customer base that we are going to do. So someone else will be selling it. I won't be selling it. But we're going to try to make sure we put it in the contract where basically they can't gouge people like these big companies are doing. You know, but as for this technology right here, I may still be selling this, but I won't be selling it. Somebody else will be doing it for me. As I say, I'm retiring. So let's see which one it is. Oh, it's this one. We're right on it to begin with. Let's see what we need to see on here. Or is it this one? Nope, that don't look like it. What about, let me see. Definitely not that one. No. It looks way too easy. It can't be this one. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop, doo, 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 doo. Yeah, like I said, I'm good. I'm good. Whoop, that came out the window. Put it back in. Stay with them. And then they want to hire us to develop technology for other companies. So, bottom line is, basically, we make a product, so I'm sure it's done, run a ton of tests off of it. Test, Jamie, test! Run a bunch of tests off of it. Then, once we get all those finalized, then we go in and we get a lawyer to put a patent pending on it, which means we own the right to that property right there for 1 year. And then basically, all the videos are marked private. We only send them to the person who actually has interest in the product. NDAs are signed. Of course, we're sharing information back and forth. And then when we customize something that they like, then they basically send payments to our accounts and we release the item to them with the patent pending attached to it. They would just have to go in and have it changed over to their name. Ah, there you go. And since it only takes us 20 minutes to a half an hour to develop technology, as you can see, just think about how fast we can make a lot of money. This product right here you're seeing right now, the magenta, is part of the exotic collection. This product was made in 20 minutes. We have the video demonstrations to back up the technology. So I'm not going to tell you what I make in that time, but like I said, moving on to bigger things now. And this screen was able to pass 13 feet outside of 1,000 lumens with no problem. Look at this. Oh, let's get back to this dark video over here. Sitting in the dark. Sitting in the dark. Oh, we got to do this one right here. Now, see how dark the background is? One little light in the background, that's all it is. And the rest of the screen is dark. The environment's dark. And we can show you the moon in a fully lit environment. Now see the background, see my walls right here? See how well lit my walls are right here? Look at the background where his walls are at. See how dark they are? The only light that's passing, that's a light that's coming from that little light bulb in the back. So after the display that I just saw today, we don't need to entertain you anymore again. Like I said, we're minding our own business, making our invisible technology. You just came out of nowhere talking about, oh, I can make the same thing you can make. I'll just get some Jack Frost paint, paint it on some plexiglass, fail. I'll just go out and take some poly and mix with some black paint, fail. I'll just go out and do a demonstration where I'll put the projector right on top of the screen. Don't do any of the demonstration, you did the demonstration, fail. Gave you permission to make the product that we just made yesterday. Did you make it? Nope, failed. Did you peel the screen? Failed. Did you do a demonstration in ambient light with sunlight hitting the screen as they're designed to do? Nope, failed. Demonstration showing a black substance on a small sheet with the projector pushed up too close to it. Complete fail. So no, there's nothing else that we can basically, we're just gonna leave you be and just ignore you again. Because we keep coming out here and embarrassing you. And you still haven't made the product over there. I'm still waiting to see you peel your screen. You ain't do that yet either. I don't even know why you can take it outside. So all this week, since we're going to be getting some really good weather, we're going to be outside in the sun. Hey, feel free to take that surface that you made and go outside with us. I look forward to seeing it. And then I'll be peeling that screen off to make way for the new one. Hey, feel free to peel your screen off. You can't permanent it stuck there. Let's see, we got another one here. Let's see, motorized projection screen. Do you really want to go against one of our motorized projection screens? We've done these things outside. All right, so let me show you something here. This is his demonstration on a motorized projection screen. Again, in the dark. My camera's hooked up. Outside motorized projection screen. Oh, there's a big 180 outside, a big old giant screen. There we go. We did a motorized projection screen outside. Yep. Did one outside. While you sat in the dark doing a motorized projection screen demonstration, we were outside. So you don't do demonstrations like us. Look at that. Outside. On a motorized projection screen. And you're sitting in the dark. In the dark. Look at it. Look how dark the environment is. Good gracious. That demonstration by itself blows out anything you have outside. 180-inch screen, bigger than any screen you have in your house. And that's an actually wrong roller. You don't want to use that roller right there. The smooth rollers, they'll mess your screen up. You want to use the basic 9-inch nat roller. That's all you want to use. You don't have to go through all that crap at all. Look at the size of the roller. Yeah, that he's trying. Yeah. But then again, when you're painting primer, it don't make a difference what you do. So this is even more impressive. I'm here showing you my screen on a 180 inch outside, why I'm displaying it on a screen inside of 135 in a fully lit environment. Again, look at the paint. Primer. That's everyday basic primer. Look how dark the area is at. How can you see the screen? Look how dark the area is at when he's painting the screen. Demonstration in the dark. Look at the light you have here. Another fail. See the shade that's around the lamp right here? It's not pushing any light. So look at the background area right here. The background area is nice and dark because that lamp is only pushing light to the top of the ceiling to the bottom of the floor. It's not making any difference where the light's here. The light you have back here, this is where you fail in these demonstrations so badly. The light you have in the next room has nothing to do with the physical light that could be making contact with the screen here. This has nothing to do with this right here. This light's just going to project back there. If you had the screen sitting back there, that'd be a different story. The light you're using here, this is a complete fail. Your shades on that light are so dark that the light is only bouncing from the top of the ceiling to the bottom of the floor. If it was producing any light, then the background wouldn't be so dark where your screen is sitting at. Do you do any form of math, anything whatsoever in any of your demonstrations? Then again, look at my demonstration. Look at the back of the wall, nice and bright. Look how much light I'm pushing through, nice and bright. Look at my windows pushed through the screen in front of it, nice and bright. And I'm showing you a demonstration of my 180-inch screen outside as I'm showing you the demonstration inside in a fully lit environment. Both areas have more light than your environment. Ugh, man. What is this? What is that? What is this right here? What is that? What is this right here? What is that supposed to be? Look, right here. See right here at the bottom? Perfect example. How the light comes out, right? See right here and here? See the top part where it's still dark? Because that's being blocked by the light there. It's only controlling here and here. When it comes out, it's going to expand out. So it's going to hit here and here. And that image is washed out. Now he turns the lights out. See, we just turned the lights out that fast so he can produce the image even better. Because he noticed the image was washed out. See right here? Now watch, that fast he turns his lights out. There you go. That whole entire demonstration, it's going to be done in the dark, I guarantee you. You can't do one of these demonstrations. We're in a fully lit environment right now. Look, this is sad. Let's go pull the easiest demonstration they have on here, the OLED jazz demonstration. LG jazz demonstration. This demonstration is so freaking easy, it's not even funny. Why are you doing a demonstration in the dark? It's an LG Jazz demonstration. Really, seriously? That's sad. Look at it, in the dark. Easiest demonstration to do because it's got so much white light in it. That's why it's a very easy demonstration to do. Sorry. You got to sit in the dark to pour. So pretty much do a demonstration with the lights on. In order for you to do that same demonstration, you have to be in the dark. I'm gonna use my Sony Twin projector that can shoot two videos at the same time. I'm gonna run my computer through there. We're gonna show his videos side by side next to ours and see if they match up. Yeah, good luck in the dark trying to figure out exactly where the freak is your coffee table. You're not finding it in there. Man, that area is dark. Them white levels. Bang. Them white levels. Did that whole demonstration literally in the dark. Watch this. The whole demonstration. I'm already switched over to another demonstration. He's still sitting in the dark. And look, he's going to zoom in on the cat over here. Make sure we got the right one. Our right remote controls here. There we go. He's going to zoom in on the cat. Now look at the clarity. Look how beautiful the image comes up. It's so clean. You're sitting in the dark. Anything's going to come up a little bit in the dark. But look at the clarity. Sitting in the dark, trying to figure out where the freaking coffee table is right now. Can I find it now? No, I cannot. All right, let me go over here. See what we got going on here. We bypass all these. These are easy. We could do these all day long. Look at that. No problem for the screen to pull up. Easy, 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 easy. It's magenta technology. This is going to pull up, no problem. So you can find Mr. Kitty, 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 Kitty. All right, hold on. Check this out. Look at this. Boom. Told you. Look, watch this. See how beautiful the colors pop up on that screen? That's easy. Sitting in the dark, trying to find the screen. Here we go. That's your image in the dark. You got to be in the dark to pull that up. My image in a fully lit environment, pulling that image. Let's go zoom up on the screen, see how clear the image is popping up. He had a 4K projector. He's using at that particular time, he was using the Optima 4K projector. We're using 1080p, that's it. You want to talk about detail and all that stuff. There you go. There you go. That's on a $560 projector right there. You want to talk about detail and clarity. I could do that in a fully lit environment. You got to do that in the dark. That's the only way you can pull an image up. You have to be in the dark to try to pull up the clarity on a 4K projector that you probably paid, what, $3,000 for, probably at the most? Mine's $560. Same thing, but better quality, better screen, bigger surface, and on top of that, my screen's purple. 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 Our Barney's screen just beat the living crap out of your screen. Yeah, it did. Yes, it did. Look at it. You're in the dark. You're in the dark doing this demonstration. Metallica Mix 2.0. We had that downstairs right now. We had the Metallica Mix 2.0. Let's go get it. We have Metallica Mix downstairs 2.0. Yes, we do. We got it. Let's go get it. Let's go get it. Put it against the magenta. Magenta. Got that, man. You got it. Yes, you got it. We have it right here, buddy. Now, this is how you do demonstrations. How you do your product. You have your product in the dark. That's what you do from the door. Stick it in the dark. Again, high-end 4K projector. That's how you do it. We don't do our demonstrations that way. Our demonstrations have to be done in fully lit environments. You hype this product to be something that's not to be read. I was able to match this with primer. The Prime Vision 2.0 matches screen at $15 a gallon. Now let's go in here and let's get some decent colors in here. Let's go all the way back. I'm gonna go closer to the screen. Contrast levels are not popping up. Where's the detail at? That's not there, man, because your screen is whitewashed on my projector. Hold on. Let's go back to the jazz demonstration. Can't pull contrast, can't pull red, can't pull contrast, can't pull red, can't pull contrast, can't pull contrast, can't pull contrast. Let's keep going. Can't pull contrast. Can't pull contrast. Can't pull contrast again. No contrast level popped up again. Fail. No contrast level. Contrast level failed again. Look at that. Where? Where's your contrast level? Not even there. That's why I did the demonstration in the dark. I told you that they do those demonstrations in the dark because that's the best way they have to be able to pull up the contrast level. So all that nonsense he was talking in the video about being able to pull up the contrast levels and how the screen pulls up nice black levels. Yeah, because you were in the dark the entire time. When you do contrast demonstrations, you're supposed to be in a fully lit environment. That's how you're supposed to be. So you can see how the ambient light in the environment is going to be affected by the contrast. Or the contrast is going to be affected by the ambient light. You faked the daylight side of that demonstration. No contrast. 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 Picked a little better there. No contrast, no color. No color, no contrast. No contrast. No contrast, no reds. That is bad. That is really bad. That's why they do the demonstrations in the dark. Because that's the best way they can pull a contrast level. Smoke and mirrors. And at that, my screen again is purple and it's beating the daylight side of your screen. All right, that's embarrassing. Let's go grab something else. Let's see how your screen pulls up when it comes to colors against purple screen. It's not going to go well. Just want to tell you right now. This is going to go pretty bad for you. Let's go with, since we got the whatchamacallit hooked up to it, the microphone. The color red. Oh, this is not going to go well. Magenta just pulled, a purple screen just pulled a red better than your screen. Let me see what we got going on here. Slow changing colors. Let me see. We have this one right here. This is the fast one. We want the slow one. Happy speed. No, I'm not trying to go through that freaking nonsense and ruin my freaking retinas. Slow changing color. There we go, right here. Skin tones don't even pop up correct. No reds. Nothing's going to change on your screen right now. This is an exotic. Exotics were designed to pull up insane color capabilities. You won't be able to match the screen on any level whatsoever. It's going to outshine your screen. And that's on your video. This is the Metallica mix. You kept this in the dark through the entire video. We could do this in a fully lit environment and still maintain color. That's all right. Let's do some I got something here. Panasonic 4K demonstration. Here we go. Let's see how your colors came up compared. That's why I show you the patterns first. The patterns will show you exactly how the colors are going to show. Now we show you the video. There you go. As I showed you, the color's not going to show. As I showed in the solid red, you're not going to be able to see it when it's displayed. Boom. As I said before, that's why we show you the solid colors first, so you can see how the projector is seeing colors. So let me get this straight. The reason why this video is not going right in your favor is because we have too much light in the environment and we should be sitting in the dark. I don't do those demonstrations. Should we use a high caliber 4K projector? So I have to buy an expensive projector in order to get your image to pop off better. Now we don't do that either. But let's continue. Oh, that's bad. That's bad. Ah, yeah, man. You're selling this stuff, really? That's bad. That's bad. That's bad. He's bad. He's bad. He knows it. Yeah, that's bad. That's horrible, man. That's really horrible. God, good gracious. Whew. If your Cinemax is lighter than this, it is really going to struggle against this screen because the Personal Mix is lighter than this screen right here. And this screen looks horrible. And wow. Contrast level didn't even show up. It's like somebody being stood up at the prom. It was there, but the color didn't show up. Blue is not. Oh, blue's gonna come up real bad on your screen. I can tell it right from the door. That's not gonna be good. It's not gonna be good. Oh, mama! What the freak? You're selling this stuff. Why are you selling this stuff? Why are you selling this stuff? Why? Why are you selling this stuff? That is so bad. Ah, really? That's bad. Ugh. We matched this stuff to primer. That's what the screen called Prime Vision 2.0 was. It was primer. We were able to match it to the screen. And yes, you have to do that demonstration yet, showing primer versus its product, showing a huge difference, not a slight little margin of a difference. Here comes purple, buddy. Ugh. Ugh. Oh, if I had this painted on my screen right now, I would throw away my projector. I really would. Oh, goodness. It's nasty. No. We get to the black levels yet? We get to the black levels yet? We should get to the black levels in a few minutes. Oh, here comes the rich blacks. Let's see where the contrast levels come up. This is why you're doing the demonstrations in the dark. Yep. There you go. We did that theory already. We took several sample sheets of his print product and threw it in the dark with the lights on and off and show you exactly what happens. That's bad, buddy. I didn't come out too good for you. That had to be brutal. Let's go for another one. Nothing. Really? Seriously, you're not showing nothing. You're the equivalent of a gray white screen. That's bad. That is really bad. And you're selling this stuff off as being a high performance screen paint. In the dark with a 4K projector. Cutting corners. There's your product right there. We're not cutting any corners in here. The other videos is about as cut and dry as they get. We're in a fully lit environment. We're using our low budget projector at $560, 1080p. There's nothing here. We don't have any special effects or nothing like that. It's just screen, projector, well-lit environment. So I guess it's probably a scam because we're in a fully lit environment. We're not doing this in a dark environment. And it's a scam because we're not using an expensive 4K projector. Our screens have to work. Literally, they have to work. They don't get extra perks or somebody to hold their hands across the street. And you've seen from our demonstrations, if they're able to make it to the other side, then they earn a label. If not, then they get destroyed in traffic. We don't hold their hands. Wow, that is really... Oh, man, you gotta be kidding me, man. You sell this stuff. Look at that. That's bad. Look at how horrible. The brown doesn't even show correctly. I mean, you're going to pull higher white levels, of course. Like I said, I've explained that already from any screen. Any screen's going to be slightly lighter than a darker screen. It's going to pull a higher white level. To the point where the screen's going to become so dark you can't see it? No. Not like how he painted that picture. But let's test that theory. Let's see if we pull up some white demonstrations. Let's see if we could turn this whole screen as dark as you said in your demonstration, how darker screens actually react. You know, since you got that dark paint now, shouldn't you be doing those demonstrations? I don't think you are. Anyway, let's move on. Let's get some light demonstration, really light, bright colors. Then we'll do some white levels. No, I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing this big black image that's supposed to come out, you know what I mean, when the screens can't produce white light. I don't see it. No, I'm not seeing it yet. You must be doing something wrong. Maybe you got to follow his tutorial or something on how to make the screen dark. So that's not working. All right, let's try something else. Let's go over to search, and let's go over to, let's clear this out first. Let's get this out of here. Let's clear this out. And let's put in LG snowboarding demonstration. Maybe this will turn the screen black. Oops. Did I just say that while I was recording? I did. Almost. All right, so let's see if we can make the screen as dark as I did it in the demonstration. Nope, not seeing it yet. Now, we tried doing this against the Black Nova with white sheets of paper and his product, and we still couldn't get the screen to turn dark, as he did in the demonstration. Did it on the magenta, dark screen, did it on the gunmetal, didn't do it. We did it over on the Signature 17. Nope, not yet. We haven't been able to turn it as dark as he does in the demonstration. But the interesting thing about this is UV mix comes up really dark on a white screen. Okay, so this ain't working. And how much darker is my screen to yours? There you go. That's how much darker my screen is to yours. And I'm still not seeing this black spot or this dark image we're supposed to get. Let's try this right here. Let's try another one. Maybe we don't have enough white levels on there. Let's try Snow Screensavers 4K. So we can do it on here. Thing dark. We already know from the door that's going to be a fail right there. So it's okay. Let's try this one right here. Oh, sorry. Let's go back. There we go. You're seeing a dark spot on the screen that you can't see the screen at all. I can see the trees. You can see the individual falling snow. No problem. Okay. Well, that's not going to work right there. Let's get the white snow dogs. Bring it back a little bit because we were playing it earlier today. All right, let's see if we can turn the screen dark. No, not seeing it yet. It's so dark you can't see it. Maybe we're not sitting close enough. Maybe get a little closer up on the screen. Maybe we can see where the screen's going to turn dark at. Do you see anywhere on the screen where the screen's going to turn dark black where you can't see the image at all? You see it, many chins? You see that, Jamie? Do you see that anywhere on the screen? Huh? Anywhere? No, you don't? Okay. Let's check the feet. Anything there? No, nothing there. Nothing there at all. Huh. Isn't that interesting? In your demonstration, when you test out our dark technologies, it comes out so dark you can't see the screen. But when we do it here up close, live, we just can't see it. I wonder why. All right, maybe we got the wrong video. Let's keep going. Let's see if we can find. Well, here's a good one. This one with a train. Plowing in snow. Not that. Let's see what we got here. Let's see if we can get the image so dark that we can get that black spot in the middle of the screen like you do in your demonstrations. Let's get up on the screen. Let's get on the screen. I'm not seeing that deep black spot. You can see the tracks, right? You can see the individual poles, the mountain scenery. Yep, you see all that. Okay, all right. I'm not seeing it, are you? I'm not seeing it either. Okay. Let's try, let me see. Got some, here's a window. So apparently, in his demonstrations, he basically has a habit of mixing up a product that he claims is supposed to be ours. And it's supposed to be so dark that you can't see the image at all. That's how black screens are supposed to come up. But it's interesting because I have your product right against my screen and I can see the window sills, I can see the stacks of logs, I can see the fencing, the window in the background, the trees, and I can even see the snowfall. How is it possible that we can see the snowfall coming down if the screen was too dark and you couldn't see it? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Because that's how it came up in your review. Unless you were dishonest and you basically cheated on your review. Okay, let's move on. Let's see if we can find something else. Let's check out this one right here. Okay, still not seeing that black spot like you did. Where is it? All right, maybe the skin tones. Maybe it's skin tones. Maybe it's skin tones. Maybe we're off. Maybe it's on skin tones. Let's go over to clear, and we'll go into J and K 4K. Let's see if they gave us the right thing or they butchered us. Let me see. Yep, they butchered us. Let's go over. Let's do some skin tones. Let's see if we can get those skin tones to come up as dark as he displayed in the video. Let's see. 4K. 4K. Here we go. J and K 4K. We got it right there. All right. Okay. Okay. Let's go look up. See if we can get that image to come up. Wait. And this one he did it too. This one he did the video too. He said the video came up so dark on the snake. Look at that. I'm not seeing this black spot that you claim. Okay, let's get something lighter. Let's get some lighter skin tones in there, okay? Let's get some lighter skin tones in there. Let's get some of these, the beautiful models. Let's get some of them. Your contrast level's not going to pull up. Well, I can see that from the door. And the minute it starts, your contrast level's not coming up. Told you, it's not going to come up. Let's see if we get that screen as dark as he said that you can't see the screen. Now, as I showed you yesterday, on the white screen, even certified screens like DMP Supernova and the darker screens of Parallax, Darkstar 9, these darker gunmetal screens are not going to be to produce a white level as high as a white screen. Their levels are going to drop because of the contrast levels, but it's not going to be so dark you can't see the screen. The picture this individual painted that darker screens can pick up images so dark that you can't see anything at all, that the image is unwatchable. Now, we all expect, and common sense would tell you that a screen that's lighter than a darker screen is going to pull a higher white level. But to say that the image is going to be so dark on a black screen that you can't see it, or a darker technology, it's impossible to see. Oops. Oh, dropped it and caught it at the same time. Woohoo! Anyway, so look. Bottom line is, no, your white levels are high. This, I understand. This happens with any screen that's going to be lighter than ours and dark screen. That we can expect that. Any company who develops a dark screen is going to expect that. But to say that the image comes up so dark that you can't make out the screen, that's a lie. That's some mixed up black product you mix together to make something dark to try to sell it as our product comes out that way. Because if you couldn't see the screen because it was so dark, it'd be virtually impossible for me to do a walk through my house with two large dark screens in my environment. using more light than your environments on cheaper projectors and still producing a much brighter and better image. All right, let's see if we can still turn the screen dark enough we can't see it. Still got much to do. You see I'm having fun with this, right? You can't pick up contrast. That's gone. We already established that already. Where is this? Where's this black spot you claim in your videos or screens? I'm not seeing it here. I'm looking for it, man. I'm really looking for it, and I can't find it at all. Look at the red on her eyes here, right? Look how deep that red is, and look at the red on here. Watch how faded it is. Look how deep the blue is in her eyes here, and look how faded it is right there. You're not picking your colors up all so well, either. Colors are fading like crazy. Oh, that's horrible. Is that purple? Was that supposed to be purple? There you go. So you can see the lips, you can see the nose, you can see the eyes, you can see the makeup. Where's our screen coming up so dark? It's like a black spot that you can't see the screen. I'm not seeing this, Crow. I'm looking, I'm not finding it. Oh, that's your color coming up like that on red? Good gracious. Oh, man, that's nasty. See, the thing is that black technology or darkened technology, they know they got to sacrifice something to white level. Like I said, you still maintain the image. The problem with the lighter screens, they basically can't see those colors. And if you can't see those colors, that is exactly what you're going to get. The trade-off is bad. At least with the trade-off of darker screens, it's a slightly lower white level. But it's like I said, it's not going to disrupt your quality. That is going to disrupt your picture quality. That's washed out. What kind of red is that? Oh, man. Oh. Can't with this freaking embarrassment. It's unbelievable how embarrassing that looks on your product. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I should have never went to this demonstration right here. This is a bad one for you. You're not going to pick up the contrast on this at all, period. You can pick up the fire. That's basically about it. But the dark shadows and the contrast, you're not going to pull. Not even there. Not even there. Another demonstration done in the dark by this particular individual. Let's do the OLED beta fish, because this is going to be embarrassing for you right there. I'm just going to leave that be and show you a little bit. That's going to be embarrassing. Oh, good gracious. Oh, wait. Let's do the lizards. Let's see if you can pick up any colors on the lizard, at least. If you can pick up something on them. You hyped this product up to be something that it wasn't. You sat there and told people this was going to give you brilliant colors and amazing 4K images. That's what you told them. And this is what they're getting, actually, what they're getting from the screen. Of course, yeah, if you do a demonstration where you're in the dark all day long with a high-end projector, of course they're going to be to see those images. So what happens if they go home and turn the lights on? What happens to the screen then? Look, your blue levels are not even coming up. That's horrible. That's so sad, man. That is really sad. You don't know anything about screen paint. You don't know anything about technology. You know nothing about nothing. You're right. You're a hobbyist. That is really bad. And then you call yourself making invisible Nova 19? You didn't even complete any of the demonstrations for it. That's even sadder. Oh, by the way, Nova 19 says hello as it sits in the window and more light pushes to it. Tomorrow, we're going to, actually, before we peel that screen off, we're still going to request for you to peel the surface. Peel the surface, show the demonstration from both sides of the screens, number one, put it on a much bigger surface than that tiny surface, and don't have it cut to fit that surface. At least put it on a 5x5. So it should be on a 5x5. You should be to walk around the screen and show the screen at all times. That's what you should be displaying. At all times, all the way around the screen. And then take it outside and put it and let sunlight hit that screen and pull up an image. It should look just like that. This is how the image should look like. Not faded, not washed out, not discolored like that poor excuse of a screen you had sitting on your balcony. Not that nonsense. It should look clean. No muddy images. That's why you didn't show any white images on it, because the white images would have came up muddy. That's why you stuck to that star field demonstration and then pulled up the curtain like you were really showing something. And then that little tiny black screen you were showing, that was really okay. Oh, you have much to learn about technology. Well, that was a complete fail for you. Your colors didn't even come up. We did white levels, we did snow levels, so we tried to turn the screen dark. That didn't work at all, so we tried that one already. Let's try, let's see if we got anything else here. Let's try some 4K beautiful women. How about that? 4K beautiful women. I should have put demonstration on it. It actually put down 4K. On the Fire Sticks, it actually spells out 4K, which is kind of messed up. Beautiful Women 4K. The Women 4K? Really? Seriously? On that one, Sony? Wait, where did I even ask for that? Beautiful Women 4K. There we go. Let's see where you can see if we can turn the screen dark again. We're going to try one more time to turn the screen dark. Got to do it like your demonstrations, okay? So bottom line, we got the screen, we got your screen paint, we got the projector. Let's see if we can turn it like that dark spot you displayed that you can't see the screen at all. I'm not seeing this turn dark, Crow. I'm looking at this. This is not turning dark. What's going on here? I don't know. Not seeing it. Not seeing it. Yeah, 4K demonstrations. Just not seeing it. What am I doing wrong here? Explain to me what I'm doing wrong here. There we go. Well, we're looking at that. We're not seeing the screen turn dark at all, period. Meanwhile, we got even more light pushing through the screen. Demonstrations you failed to do. So where's that black spot? Man, you just keep embarrassing yourself, don't you? Don't ever show me a demonstration on that 1x1 sample sheet of a black, whatever that thing is. You're going to show me black technology. You do it on a big level. A little tiny square screen. Got the projector zoomed up on it super close. I'm trying to think that that's supposed to be impressive. Please. Wait till you see about 200. Well, actually, I think it's 250-inch screen I'm putting in that backyard. Invisible black technology. Okay. That ain't gonna work. Maybe to put up a contrast. Well, so we tried the white levels already. We did color already. We did everything that we tried to do. Look how blue the ocean comes up right there. Is that dark? Can you see that? I can see that. Let's see. I'm trying to think of another demonstration we can do. How about this? Not seeing that black coming in. So let's try this one right here. Let's try 4K snow screensavers. We did this one already. We did that one already. We did that one already. But this one's actually pretty good. I like this one right here. Let's do this one right here. Let's see if we can get that screen to turn dark. Want to watch the commercial? Let's watch the commercial. Let's see if we can get the screen to turn dark on the commercial. All right, I'm not seeing it. Here we go. Doing a snow demonstration right here. Let's see if we can turn that screen nice and black. Unwatchable, as you said in your demonstration. Unwatchable. I'm not seeing this, bro. I'm trying my hardest here. Trying my hardest here. I'm just not getting it done. Feel a little disappointed in myself. I'm usually a good high achiever when it comes to this stuff, but for some reason, I just can't seem to get that screen to turn dark. Like you did in your demonstration. What am I doing wrong here? What are we doing wrong here? We just can't see to get that image. Let's go back and check your videos real quick. But basically, because we already did your Metallica mix, that failed against our product. That didn't do too well. So we're going to come in here. We're going to see what we're doing wrong here. Maybe we can watch one of your tutorial videos, and that'll help us out with what we need to do to turn that screen dark. Doing something wrong here. Can't figure it out. Still doing demonstrations in the dark. What is wrong with you? Cut that nonsense out. All right, let me see. Let's see what we got here. If we can do this against a dark screen, see if we can find something even dark. And don't ever do that again. Don't ever show me a screen on such a little tiny sample sheet like that. That's embarrassing, man. Look at that. That's embarrassing. Yeah, little tiny thing is. And my screens are downstairs blowing your screen out right now. Look at that. That, you call that a test? Wait. Let's get the part where he opens up the window first. So this is how our image is supposed to come out. Is this ours? This is, I don't know. You've done so many dirty videos. Let me see. That's how our image is supposed to be coming up? I see Cinema Black. I see it after 4 years. This is how dark, maybe this is your product, how dark it comes up, but that's not ours. Ours is right there, sitting against your screen right there. Okay, let's see what we got going on here. We got to find this dark product he claimed that's supposed to be ours. That's how dark he says they're supposed to come up. They're supposed to be that dark. You can't see them. Oh, I see what he's trying to do. All right, so we have a screen print on the Digital Crystal Train Paint we bought back 8 years ago. It doesn't match any of the stuff we have over here at all, as you saw, right? But it matches his screen perfectly, right? So he's trying to say the product that he made 4 years ago is basically against his own stuff, is coming up dark. Well, buddy, the problem is that's your stuff. We know how your stuff is made. It's trash. Bottom line over here is we have your product over here. We have your products over here. That's your product in the middle of my dark screen right now. So as I'm saying, maybe that comes up on your image like that, because it does. The UV mix is horrible. That stuff doesn't pick up a white level for jack. And we did that demonstration side by side against the signature at 16, 17. And the 17 blew it out on white levels. So yeah, that's your trash paint. That's not ours. We can't compare the same thing. We test our screens against white levels all the time. So, but okay. All right, so look, here it is. Here's a demonstration that he did. This is supposed to be our product. This is how dark it's supposed to come up. So you can get an idea of what, this, here it is right there. So that's how dark our screen is supposed to come up. And mind you, this is a white snow demonstration, okay, of a guy skiing down the side of a mountain. Not a dark city background like he has here. And this is how dark our product is supposed to come up. And this is right next to his Metallica Mix 2.0. That, mind you, not only can't turn the screen dark, but could not pull up proper contrast in color in a fully lit environment. Probably can't do it with the lights out either, which we'll have to do that later on tonight. We'll do a lights out demonstration to see in a dark environment, for those who have dedicated theaters, can his screen paint pull up contrast and decent color in a dark environment? That's for you dedicated theater people. I'm going to set that up for that today. But let's see if we can get that screen as he has it in the video. It's supposed to be so dark you can't see it. And that's why I keep saying, I'm working hard at this, man. I'm trying to get the screen. It's working too well. What am I doing wrong? Tell me. Let me stop carrying on here. Yeah, please tell me what I'm doing wrong. How come that thing's not dark? All right, I gotta behave because I try not to showboat, but man, people like this, man, they get on my nerves. Constantly doing dirty trimmers out of the product, just nothing but primer, that's all you're using. And got a nerve to come out and do demonstrations about saying our product comes up that dark. Yeah, you show me where on the screen the product comes up that dark. As you displayed it, because I'm not seeing it at all. And we're going through white levels right now. Philips 4K demonstrations. Trying to find those lighter demonstrations. That's what I want. Let's try that one again. Oops, no, go over. Philips 4K demonstration. All right, let's do these right here. I want the lighter ones. That's what I want. So let me see if we can get this screen to come up as dark as he displayed in this video. So where is it? Only thing I see is your screen not pulling color up correctly. That's what I see. I see your contrast levels not coming up. That's what I see. So I'm still trying to see where in this world this screen's supposed to come up as dark as you displayed in your demonstration over here. Yet I see a screen over here, which we're testing against your Metallica Mix 2.0. It's not seeing color all that well. You can expect to see from him, because you can't put it this way, him having that screen on that little tiny surface, And if he was going to display that screen, he would have had on a much bigger surface than that. It had to be on that small surface because that's his way of cheating to be able to produce a more sharp or more vivid image. He blows that thing up and puts it in a fully lit environment, that screen's going to wash out and have problems. That's why. Why would you choose something that small to begin with to display a demonstration on? Like I said, anytime you see me display one of these screens, we have it on a 5x5 because I need enough room distance to throw the projector back. But even when we're done, I'll sit there and tell you, well, we can't run the test off this surface because it's too small. It has to be on an official size screen. That's why we have the 100-inch downstairs in the basement that can be coated and a 92-inch. They have to be displayed on a much larger surface. But I'm not seeing my screen turn dark here at all. Okay, well, that's pretty much it for me. As I said before, no, can't even pull blue up in the PS4 menu. That tells you something right there. Can't even pull the blue up properly on a PS4 menu. You failed to make our product, which we gave you permission to do. You did nothing of the sort that matches anything we developed in the invisible technology at all whatsoever, cheated in those demonstrations. You had a nerve to bring up some 4K black, whatever, cinema black nonsense on a little tiny screen, which I can clearly go on my demonstration, go on my website, you can see my 180-inch outside display with no problem. I can walk through my entire house, all my screens will fire up. No problem whatsoever, which I just did a few minutes ago. We did today. And here we right now, my projector is shut off right now. Actually, my PS4 is off, my projector's on, and you can't even pick up the blue splash background on a Chrissy. That's how dark my screen is to yours. Stop doing tricks. Do things by the book. You won't get outed as a clown you are. All the last couple of videos I've done, I've outed you as a clown. I have. And every time you come back, you get outed as a clown again. Every single time. Every single time I out you as a clown. Doing these fake demonstrations on these little tiny screens. Can't do nothing like this. Your screens can't pull up. And you're sitting in the dark with these little tiny screens. Ugh. Thinking you're doing something, putting your thumb up on camera like you're really doing something. You're not doing anything. Nothing at all. All right, people, I'm done. I got work to do. This is not one waste of my time. He just needs to be told that he's an idiot on a different level. Basically, I can point out all the stuff he does in the video. That Metallica Mix 2.0, what kind of nonsense did you hype up behind that bull crap? Because that thing didn't pass on the screen at all. And that's a magenta, that's a purple screen, and you couldn't beat that. Okay, I got things to do. I got things to take care of. I'm gonna watch me some cartoons and eat some syrup. It's cartoon day for me. Other than that, hope you enjoyed the video demonstration. Beware of fake products. Like I said, we can come on here and we can back up our product 100%. He can't. All right, with that being said, I got to go and God bless.